And a good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bushnell, Illinois, as we get ready for some Saturday afternoon football here as the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans take on the Amboy Clippers. My name's Wyatt Reed, joined by BJ Stone here this afternoon. And BJ, number one team in the state, defending state champion. BPC going to have their hands full here this afternoon.
Yeah, this Amboy team is they're big, they're strong, they're fast, they know the game well, and they have come out on the season and started 3-0. But the Spartans are 2-1 and turning the corner as well.
That's right, and we look forward to this excellent matchup here between these two ball clubs here. We talked to head coach Scott Payne from Amboy, so we'll get his pregame thoughts as we get ready for kickoff here on TSSR.
All right, down here, Coach Payne. Coach, the weather wasn't so nice. You were going to start late. Now you're not starting late. Does this change how you guys start the game at all with the shortened pregame?
No, it don't. We were in the gym going over stuff, and while we were waiting for the lightning delay, so it doesn't really change much. You know, we got through our normal pregame stuff, so we're ready to go.
Well, you got a BPC team today that feels like they're moving up the food chain a little bit in I8FA. You're at the top, so you know you're going to get their best.
Yeah, they're a very good football team. Number one's a really good running back. They're big up front, and they got a really talented quarterback. So defensively, you know, we got to be ready. They got some good talented running backs. We got to be ready on defense, and offensively, we got to be able to run the ball against that big front they have.
Well, what's going to be the key for you guys besides that? Is there any players that are going to be key for you guys today, knowing that they're big up front and they got some good running backs?
Our defensive ends, because number one likes to cut back, so we told our defensive ends you got to make sure you stay at home for the cutback. And then up front, offensively, our two guards have to be able to handle their two defensive tackles because they're both pretty big kids. So, you know, they're ready to go. We had a good week of practice, and the kids did a really good job. So, you know, now it's time to get the kickoff. Well,
tests are good, and it's kind of mid-season now. A nice test would probably be good for you guys, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every game's a test. You know, we've had Cambridge, and, you know, West Prairie's a really good football team too. So, you know, the kids are excited to play, and, you know, we're excited to be down here Saturday afternoon game, and you can't ask for anything better.
All right, Coach. Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
And that is head coach for the Amboy Clippers, Scott Payne, as Bushnell-Prairie City has just taken the field here in Bushnell. They're getting ready, and they are not afraid, according to head coach Jacob Schisler. We also talked to him here pregame, so let's get that interview.
And we're down here with Coach Schisler. Pregame is a little different today. Lightning and Mother Nature brought some rain. Does it change how you start this game today?
No, absolutely not. We're going to come out all fired up, ready to go. You know, the rain is honestly kind of a little bit of a blessing here. We'd rather be rainy and cloudy than hot and 89, 99 degrees out here, so this is pretty nice.
Yeah, ground will be a little softer for the kids. You got a really good football team on the other side of the field today, ranked number one, last year's defending champion. What's it going to take for the Spartans to be successful?
We got to execute. We just got to execute. We can't turn the ball over. We got to sustain drives. I think the biggest thing for us is, like I said, possession time too. We got to make sure we possess the ball. I'd love to have the ball 80, 90% of the game if we can.
Yeah, slow it down, keep the ball out of their hands because they have a very good offense, but their defense is pretty good too, isn't it?
Yeah, offense, defense, I mean, they're rolling on all cylinders, and, you know, we hope to match that here today. We got a lot of fired-up guys ready to come out here and compete.
You're 2-1 coming in. A win here would be huge. A loss wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world, but you don't look at that before the game, right? You come in here, a Clippers team that should be at the top, bring the best out of your kids, right?
Absolutely. You know, iron sharpens iron. We got these guys not once but twice this year. So, you know, I love it. I love the competition. Bring it on.
All right, Coach. Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Back up to you guys.
And Bushnell-Prairie City head coach Jacob Schisler, you know, his team feels like they're up for the challenge here. We talked a little bit ago, though, BJ, about how this team turning a corner here, and we're excited to get to see this out here on the field here this afternoon.
Well, and I think even though we had a pretty healthy pregame shower, I don't know that that's the great equalizer today, like weather can often be. I think the field drained quite quickly, and I don't think it'll affect things too much here. Maybe first few plays they might find it a little slick, but these kids will get their footing and figure it out. It should be a slobber knocker of a game right there at the line of scrimmage.
And we'll see if Bushnell-Prairie City can keep up with Amboy. Amboy, obviously, the defending state champions, and man, they're off to a 3-0 start here. Bushnell-Prairie City not off to a bad start either. Their only loss, a loss to to West Central, and that's not a bad loss here in 8-man football. West Central, pretty good ball club there as well, but you got to show that you can compete against these top teams as the opening kickoff is underway and returned here at the 35-yard line. Amboy's got it, breaks tackles. He's past the 45. He's near the 50, and that's a great return by number 3, Cody Wynn. As we are underway here, Amboy going to have pretty good starting field position here as we start this ball game.
Yeah, they will. And, of course, defenses are always stressed in 8-man football. It's been a while since I've seen one. I'm looking forward to how much the 8-man game has changed, even in just like the last 3 or 4 years, because the state is still pretty new to it.
Very much so, as the starting lineup here getting out there. The starting quarterback is number 2, Eddie Jones here for the Clippers in their road whites with red and black on those uniforms. Here's the handoff. They get it left side. Big hole. He's past the 40-yard line. One man to beat. He's near the 20, and he's tripped up as that's a beautiful play. Ed Fry, the running back for the Clippers. That is a big start there. Well over 20 yards, about 25 yards on the opening play of the ball game.
Yeah, we'll give him 26 total down to the 24-yard line. Chunk plays, always a part of an 8-man game. We will see lots of explosive plays. You can't get down just because a couple quick plays happen for long yardage.
Well, this is an Amboy team that's coming in off of a 60-0 win against Galva, so very high-powered offense to say the least. I formation, they hand it off again, rolling right side, breaking more tackles, but he's back near the 20-yard line before he is taken down. That's Braden Klein, one of the running backs. So kind of a two-headed monster, it looks like, at the running back position. You got Klein and Fry, a couple of good carries to start this ball game for the Clippers.
Well, nice job for the Spartans of getting a bunch of helmets to the running back. Ended up with a gang tackle of 3 or 4 players getting to the outside and slowing them down. Gain of 4.
Broken tackles, though, kind of the story here on this opening drive. We've seen a couple of them on both runs here so far as the I formation here turn, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws that one. That's a tip. Nice play there defensively by Brock Beekman, the defensive back. Otherwise, it looked like he might have walked into the end zone.
Caleb Llanos, the intended receiver, plays tight end on the offensive side, the defensive end on the other side of the ball, and he was going in to score if it wasn't for that tip.
Beautiful tip there by Beekman here. So now 3rd down and 7. Kind of a big play here for the Spartans on the opening drive here. They can hold Amboy here, this high-powered offense here on these next couple of plays here. That'd be certainly a boost of momentum there for the Spartans. As Jones takes the snap, he pitches it left side, gets it to Fry. He's looking for a hole, a broken tackle again, and it looks like he's going to have enough. A helmet flies off, and it's going to depend on the spot, but from here, looks like it's going to be enough. As we're just underway here, 1st down for the Clippers. First minute of action in the books.
2 carries for 33 yards for one of the guys that wasn't even listed as one of their starters on the depth chart, Ed Fry, a senior.
Always good to have a couple of different options there at the running back position. They've got a wide receiver now splitting out right side. That's number 25, Braden Klein. Number 21 is the back. That's Quinn Leffelman. As moving a man in motion, here's the snap, fakes the handoff to one. They give it to Leffelman, left side. He's looking for the hole. He's looking for the pylon, and he's in. And that is a touchdown for Quinn Leffelman, the senior running back. Now a 3rd option. And how about that for a starting drive for the Clippers?
50 yards in 5 plays, all the yardage gained on the ground, 0 for 1 passing, and they look impressive. They move some people around with the offensive line of theirs.
And that one only took off a minute 32 on the clock here. 10:28 to go here, opening quarter. Now the 2-point conversion here for the Clippers. I formation, the back, Josh McKendry in the far back. Here's the turn. They throw it into the corner, and that is Giannis who comes up with it. Caleb Giannis, a diving catch for the 2-point conversion. And it is an 8-0 start for Amboy. We'll see if the Clippers can respond. We are back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call. 8-0 our score. Amboy with the early score. This game brought to you by Rosie's Pizza, offering something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out, 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. Call 309-772-2101. Rosie's Pizza, one of our great sponsors here this afternoon. Amboy looking very impressive on that opening drive. It's going to be important for the Spartans here, BJ, to get a response here on the opening drive.
Well, it's generally a high-scoring game anyway, so it could be a track meet. We'll see what happens.
Penalty flag is offside, it looks like, on the kickoff, as one of the guys on the far side of the field getting a little anxious there. It looks like it was Cody Wynn at number 3 on the far side of the field. So we'll try it again.
Well, at least they're lined up properly with the kicker, not like the NFL where they're all 40 yards ahead of them.
Isn't that
standing.
crazy?
It's just goofy. I still
Isn't
can't
that
get used to
goofy?
it.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
Rylan McNinch, one of their defensive ends who their coach said will be a key today against Bushnell speed, is also the man doing the kicking. Big kid, about 6'2", 195.
Yeah, the two guys that he highlighted, Coach Payne, in the pregame interview, both two of the quicker guys on his team there as well, McNinch and Giannis. Saw Giannis' hands on that two-point conversion. Here's a bouncing ball returned to the 25 or 35-yard line, looking left side, and a gang tackle near the 40-yard line. As returning that one is Jonathan Harrell, excuse me. So Harrell sets the Spartans up here. Good starting field position here for the Spartans again as they look to answer here that 8-0 score.
Not bad at all. Been a while since we have seen high school teams kick deep. It seems to be the pooch kick or onside almost every time is the standard trend anymore.
As we've got folks here in the comment section, feel free to get into the comment section. We'd love to hear from you here. Each and every broadcast here on TSSR, as Love taking the snap, handing it off to Huffman. He moves right side, now cuts back, and good gang tackle there from a number of defenders for Amboy. A couple of yards, though, for Lane Huffman, who's going to be a big key in this ball game here, you think, for the Spartans, as Schisler was talking about in the pregame show, wants to keep the ball away from Amboy as much as possible.
Amboy started offensively with a couple tight ends, I formation, giving it to 3 different tailbacks. Spartans with a completely different look offensively, splitting wideouts both plays so far with just the one setback out of the shotgun.
As Love takes the handoff, here is Huffman again. He's trying to get to the corner, and he is met by a couple more Clippers there. First guy there is Cody Wynn. As James joining us in the comments, he's a big Bushnell fan. Let's go Bushnell, he says. Good to have everybody along here this evening, as kind of a bizarre pregame where we had rain. We thought we were going to be delayed, and then they came to us and said, nope, we're starting at 1. And here we are. We are off and rolling here. Folks still filing in here this afternoon. 9:20 to go here. First quarter. Big third down here for the Spartans. As Talon Love, starting quarterback here for the Spartans in the shotgun. Wide receiver on each side. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He rolls left side. Left-handed throw. He's got a man. And that's going to be a first down, as that's Brock Beekman with the reception. We saw him make a good play defensively, and now he shows off his hands here on the offensive side.
And the Spartans needed that first down. They did not want to go 3 and out after giving up a touchdown in the opening possession. Nice job there.
Brock Beekman coming up with that reception. Ball now at the 40 or the 44-yard line. 8:50 to go here, first quarter. As Bushnell-Prairie City, the Spartans taking their sweet time in the huddle. Also giving some of their guys on the defensive side a little breather after dealing with the Clippers on that opening drive. Love in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. One wide receiver on each side. Huffman in the backfield there with him. Here's the snap. He's going to take it himself. Love looking for a hold. Now he's looking for the corner, and he's going to be near the 40-yard line where he's run out of bounds. A late contact, no call. Bushnell folks wanting a penalty on that one. Not going to get it.
That is Love delivering the blow, though. He took it to the defensive back. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5, whereas Amboy came out and had some chunk plays. Spartans are coming back the other way, and they're grinding it out despite the fact that they run a more wide-open set.
Under 8 minutes to go here, opening quarter, 2nd down and 5, I should say. The ball's at the 39-yard line. One wide receiver again on each side. Got a tight end on the right side for Bushnell-Prairie City as well, it looks like. Man in the backfield, Love awaiting the snap. Here's the snap. They turn, hand it off to Huffman. He's met in the backfield What a play by Ed Fry getting into the backfield. We saw his speed on that opening offensive drive for Amboy, showing it off on the defensive side as well. He was in the backfield in the blink of an eye.
Well, he sniffed that one out, obviously, and a loss of 5 on the play as he shot the gap. Well, make it a loss of 4. They give him a little generous spot.
I was going to say, that felt like a pretty generous spot there. Looked like he was back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9, ball at the 43-yard line. Coming up on 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. One wide receiver on each side again for Love.
One-on-one out here, look for Love to look to the left side.
And a whistle, and they may have seen what you saw there, BJ. Coach Payne. A whistle, and it looks like we might have a timeout here. Nope. And they're going to say offside on the Bushnell-Prairie City side. So not ideal there as they're getting pushed back. 3rd and long, just got a little bit longer.
Instead of illegal procedure where somebody jumps quickly, if you line up in the neutral zone, which was the case there, they'll blow it dead, call the offside. I don't know if that was on the wide receiver on the far side or the tackle next to the center. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 13, a very tough play call here.
3rd and 13.
So Bushnell-Prairie City looking to answer that 8-0 start here for Amboy. One wide receiver on each side. Love takes the snap, steps back, rolls left, still rolling, still looking. Nowhere to go. He takes it himself. That's going to be a huge loss there for the Spartans as Love is spun down on the Spartan side of the field near the 45-yard line. That's a big loss, and some good defense there for Amboy after Bushnell-Prairie City picks up a couple of first downs. They're going to have to punt it here on the opening possession.
Well, back near where they originally started their opening possession, just 8 yards advanced as they lose 11 by way of the 2 sacks after gaining 11. Rushing yards wash out.
So the punter, which is also the starting quarterback here for the Spartans, Love, looking to pin Amboy deep. Return man back near the 15-yard line as here is the snap. Good punt there by Love. That's going to bounce at the 25-yard line and roll inside the 20. That is a good punt by Talon Love. So now Amboy having to go from the 19-yard line, and that's where the Clippers will take over here. First quarter, 5:37 to go here in this first quarter.
36-yard punt, no return. Amboy take over at their own 20-yard line for their second possession, and we'll see what adjustments, if any, the Spartans are able to make after seeing them for just a brief drive, the opening drive.
And we'll see if the defense can respond after those big chunk plays we saw in that opening drive for Amboy. See if Bushnell-Prairie City can tighten it up a little bit here as we are awaiting the first play. They gave him the 20-yard line there. So from the 20, here's the handoff. Broken tackles again. More broken tackles. 25, he's near the 30. That is a big run there by Josh McKendry, number 4 for the Clippers. And he's going to be near that first down line.
That is already the 3rd tailback they have shuffled in, and they all run the same. They lower the shoulder and run hard. 10-yard gain.
But broken tackles, we've seen a lot of them. We saw a lot of them on that opening possession. There was 2, maybe 3 on that run alone for Amboy. 5.5 to go here, first quarter. A sweep play, left side. Another broken tackle. He's near the 40-yard line. Spun down near the first down line. That's McKendry. Second straight carry for McKendry. So 3 different options at running back, and all of them have been able to produce here in the first quarter for the Clippers.
They've already rushed for 70 yards on 6 rushing plays. That cannot continue. That's 11-plus yards per game, per play.
We got folks in the comments section cheering for both sides here. Good to have you along here as the handoff here, first down. It's McKendry for a 3rd straight time. And that'll be a gain of 4, maybe 5 on that one to about the 45-yard line. Oh, they gave him the 46, so a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 upcoming. 4:42 to go here in the first. Now kind of a quick pace to the Clippers here as that one handed off near the first down line. That is Quinn Leffelman. And Leffelman, he's going to be near the line. They're going to give him the first down. So kind of hurrying up the tempo a little bit there, BJ, and it's working here for Amboy. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Ball is right at midfield. Here's the turn. Penalty flag here as things have been stopped. false start on Amboy, so the first mistake we've seen for the Clippers here so far in this first quarter. 5 yards will push him back, 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty.
Good to have you along here. It's turned out to be a pretty nice afternoon after that little shower we had. We're not seeing a lot of the players slip and slide like we thought we were, so that rain must have just soaked right into the ground there, BJ.
Well, you might be able to see on your screen the field has been plenty dry, so rain probably soaked right in.
Under 4 minutes to go here, 3:50 to go as a matter of fact. Moving a man in motion. As they turn and hand it off, they get it right side Leffelman. Big hole for him. He's near the original line of scrimmage, and past that, he's going to be about 8 yards shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd down and 8, maybe 7. So a 7-8 yard carry there for Leffelman. And now checking out of the ball game is McKendry. Checking into the ball game, number 25, that's Braden Klein. Another running back option for the Clippers.
He has just 1 carry. The other tailbacks have already carried it multiple times. Big opportunity here for the Spartans. Had him 1st and 15, now 2nd and 7. Got to force him into a 3rd and long.
2nd down and 7, they turn, hand it off, and another broken tackle. He is near the 30-yard line, and he's got one man to beat. He turns on the Jets, and he is into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Braden Klein. More broken tackles, and it leads to 6 points for Amboy.
47 yards.
Running backs are strong. They're solid. They have a great base, and they are hard to bring down. They've proven that already.
47 yards for Braden Klein. And it's 14-0 Amboy here, just under 3 minutes to go. 2:57 left. And now the 2-point opportunity here for Bushnell-Prairie City. As Ed Fry is the back in the I formation. They've got Leffelman as the fullback position. Takes the snap, sweeps it right side to Fry, trying to get to the corner, and he's spun down a yard short. Good tackle there in the open field by Brock Beekman and Talon Love.
No good.
Working on that one. 14-0 our score. As we'll see if the Spartans can respond. We're back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here. This game brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer you the best gaming experience in McDonough County. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also, on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. On the big screen, 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer on the Spartans to victory. As we got a 14-0 ball game here so far. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone, Aaron Christensen on the call. Good to have everybody along here this afternoon. Amboy ready to kick it away here. Big opportunity here for the Spartans as a little pooch kick. Near the 30-yard line is return. That's Huffman. Huffman looking for a block. He's got a block. He's near the 40-yard line. Near midfield, trying to break more tackles, and it's going to be a good starting field position once again for the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans.
Picked it up at the 28. Returns it 27 yards into Clipper territory at the 47. And one tackle away from breaking it.
Great play there by Huffman. Remember the game I did last year for Bushnell-Prairie City, a couple of games I did for Bushnell-Prairie City. Saw him on a couple of occasions. He's got really good speed for these Spartans. With 2:50 to go here, this is a big drive here for Bushnell-Prairie City. Down 2 scores. They don't want to get behind too much as you're trying to chase the #1 team in the state.
Yeah, you've got to get something on the board this time. You're in plus territory to start the possession at the 46 where they spot him.
They hand it off to Huffman. He's got a hole. He cuts it back left side, 40-yard line, 35. One man to beat. Here goes Huffman, 20, 15, 10. Down near the 5-yard line, Lane Huffman setting up the Spartans here, 1st and goal.
Spartan coaching staff not happy with a couple of high tackles. They thought maybe a horse collar the previous play. This one right up around the neck. And
They marked him out about 4 yards shy of where I had him, so they mark him out about the 9-yard line. I didn't see him step out, but Lane Huffman is instead going to have himself a first down and goal, this one at the 9-yard line.
Gain of 37 yards, excuse me.
Coach Schisler not sure if he agrees with the call on that one or not. One wide receiver now on each side for Love. 2:38 to go here, first and goal at the 9. It's a big drive here as Love fakes the handoff, rolls right side. He is spun down. Loss of about 4 on that play by Talon Love. They were not fooled on that little RPO play there for the Spartans.
Well, and that's one of the players that was talked about in the pregame. Caleb Yanis, number 36, defensive end, stayed home, did not bite on the fake, and was there when Love tried to do the RPO.
Second down and goal. Ball at the 12-yard line here as Bushnell-Prairie City, again, trying to get on the board here for the first time today. Trying to answer the 2 opening scores for Amboy. Shotgun for Love. Huffman there on the right side. As he awaits the snap here, one wide receiver on each side. Love looks to throw. He's going to throw that. That one batted at the line. That's a dangerous play. That one down to the floor. Kind of a break there for Bushnell-Prairie City. When those balls get tipped up in the air, who knows what's going to happen. So the Spartans may have caught a break there, BJ.
I think they did. Both defensive backs, rather than go for the interception, went for. My pen just exploded. I got blue ink everywhere.
What is the deal there?
Yeesh.
There's blue all over the place here. I'll give you my pen right there, sir.
Thank you. Anyway, they batted it down instead of going for the pick.
Third down and 12. Third down and goal at the 12. One wide receiver for Love on each side as he patiently awaits 1:51 to go here, opening quarter. Love takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling right side. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to lose more yards on this play. As Amboy, those defensive ends getting into the backfield and causing all sorts of problems for the Spartans. Now it'll be fourth down and about 15.
Fourth and goal.
And that, after that big run for Bushnell-Prairie City, things have just gone from bad to worse here for the Spartans.
I want to see somebody go deep this time. The last time they were in third and long, both receivers cut off their routes well short of first down yardage, and Love was waiting for somebody to break open. Let's see if somebody just goes on a straight fly.
So fourth down and goal. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Bushnell-Prairie City looking to get on the board here. 14-0 our score. 1:08 to go. As Love awaits the snap, he steps back, fires that one over the middle of the field, and that one is going to be incomplete. And a turnover on downs as he was looking for Brock Beekman on that play. So got a big play from Huffman there on the opening play, but things kind of quiet after that there as Amboy's defense clutches up there and plays some good goal line defense.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. You have to get a stop this time, Wyatt. It's just you do not want to fall down 3 scores this early, or at any time, but this early particularly. It's just it makes you hang the head a little bit.
As we approach the end of this opening quarter here, 58.3 to go, as BJ mentioned. And it looks like a substitution. They're going to get Rylan McNinch out, and they're going to bring in another player here. Is that number 83? That is Evan Flanagan. And he's going to play the tight end position here for the Clippers. I formation as Eddie Jones, the quarterback, awaits the snap. A lot of movement here on both sides. Who jumped first? Looked like one of the Clippers jumped first, and they're backing up as if they know it is a false start. So it'll be first and 15. Ball will get pushed back to the 10-yard line.
Second penalty on Amboy, just one on the Spartans to this point. Amboy able to overcome it last time and scored anyway on the long run.
So 2 pre-snap penalties here for the Clippers. Hasn't hurt them yet so far here. First and 15. Here's the snap. They turn and hand it off. A big hole left side, as he's past the original line of scrimmage. That's a good run by Josh McKendry. 5'7", 155 pounds, and he is a tough guy to bring down when he gets the speed, and he had a lot of speed on that one. That'll set up that was a good gain right there. Gain of 11, second down and about 4. As Eddie Jones steps back to the line here, I formation behind him. As Braden Klein, the running back in the backfield, they hand it to the fullback, and another penalty flag comes in. And we'll see what this one is. Another false start. So back-to-back false starts here for Amboy.
Start again against Amboy.
And a little sloppy here in the early going for the defending state champions here pre-snap. 21.7 seconds to go here in this first quarter. So we'll try it again here. Second down and about 8. As Jones awaits the snap, hands it off. And a number of Spartans there to make the play on that one. As the handoff, I believe, was to the up back. Trying to see who that was. Number 12, excuse me. Cabe Daniels.
Leffelman, the ball carrier.
And that is going to end our first quarter. That was Leffelman, excuse me. Number 21, and that ends our first quarter. 14-0 Amboy with the lead. Second quarter coming up as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon. This game brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell's branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offering full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit them or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Raritan State Bank, an equal housing lender, and member FDIC. 14-0 our score after one quarter of football here, BJ, and things, you know, the Spartans have had some glimpses at times. They had a good run by Lane Huffman, set them up with 1st and goal, but then the offense kind of stagnant there. And the defense on the other side, things have really clamped down. Amboy playing some good defense when it's mattered most here in this ball game.
I've got Amboy with 140 yards unofficially rushing, 5 first downs in that first quarter. And you would think they come up under center with the quarterback, double tight, set, I formation. You'd think they're the grinded-out team. BPC, on the other hand, splits out 2 guys, runs out of a shotgun. You think they're the wide-open team. So far, Amboy's been pretty wide open, and here they come with a no-back set.
First time seeing this. 2 wide receivers left, 1, 2 to the right. As Jones takes it, he's going to take it himself, runs it right side on 3rd down and 5. He's going to try to shuffle for the first down. He falls forward, and I think he's got it. They're going to give him the first down. It was 3rd down and about 6. He needed it, and he got 6. And so 1st and 10 there for Amboy. Kind of a missed opportunity once again there for Bushnell-Prairie City. They've had Amboy in 3rd and long. They just haven't been able to get those stops.
That's the 6th first down for the Clippers.
Again, feel free to get into our comment section. Let us know your thoughts on the game so far here. Amboy out to a 14-0 lead. Now they go back to their conventional I formation here as Eddie Jones under center takes the snap. They turn, hand it off to Fry. He's got a hole, and he's tripped up about a yard shy of the first down. Ed Fry, I mean, he has been really impressive here the few times that he's gotten handoffs here in this ball game. He sets him up with 2nd down and now about 1 to go for Amboy.
9-yard gain for Fry.
9-yard gain, set up 2nd and 1. Ball is at the 35. Another I formation. And now Josh McKendry is the tailback. With Leffelman there, the up back. Here's the snap. They hand it off McKendry. He's got it near the 40-yard line, and he's tackled by a couple of Spartans there. Jonathan Harrell, the first to get there for the Spartans.
Late flag.
Late penalty flag comes in. And they're pointing at number 2, the quarterback, so I don't know if this is going to be unsportsmanlike or what the deal is. We'll see what the call is after the play. Personal foul is on Amboy, so boy, some early penalties here in this ball game. And the Clippers are going to be pushed back a little bit further here with 10:49 to go here in this second quarter.
4th penalty for the Clippers in this one. That's the first one of major yardage. So if it's after the play, you get the first down at the 44. Now you're looking at a 1st and 25 and you're way behind the sticks.
Certainly not the ideal situation, but you do have 3 or 4 plays potentially to – they're moving the sticks, though, back.
No, they are.
So it'll be 1st and 10. And they're going to mark it at the 29-yard line.
Well, we'll take the first down off the board.
So, with 10:40 to go here, awaiting the I formation, I should say, Eddie Jones awaiting the snap. Tailback, that is Braden Klein. As they turn, they hand it off to Klein. Nice tackle there in the backfield. What a play there by number 44, Ethan Pierce, getting into the backfield and causing problems as the Spartans force a 3-yard loss. What a tackle by Ethan Pierce.
Well, in that play, BPC switched up. They've been running 3-man down with a couple of linebackers. They went 4 down linemen on that play. Try to get some more pressure, and it worked. We'll see what they do this time.
Second down and 13. The ball set up at about the 27-yard line. Need to get to about the 39-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
Spartans really trying to crowd the box defensively.
Here's a penalty flag and more movement here before the snap potentially for Amboy. And you just look at the Clippers sidelines. The coaches are beside themselves here. Defending state champion, undefeated, number 1 team in the state, and they are just kind of beside themselves, not what we're used to seeing from the defending state champions.
Well, that's 4 procedure penalties, and maybe it's just called differently than they're used to, or they're doing something, just somebody might be a tick too quick. I don't see anything egregious, but they keep getting whistled for the
second down.
For the illegal procedure.
You're all right there. Second down and 18. Ball's now at the 21-yard line, maybe the 22. Turns, fakes the handoff. They're going to throw that one. A little dump off. Nice play there. Tackled near the first down line. A good reception there by Caleb Giannis, who we've talked about defensively here, but he's showing off his hands here on the offensive side here. It'll be a gain of about 15. It'll set up third down and about 3.
36. 15-yard gain for
well, and
the pass to Giannis.
Fair is fair. Also a high tackle around the neck that time. The officials letting both teams do that here in the first half, at least once.
Maybe now they've got their warnings, and now we can move on here.
If you don't grab a collar, if you don't grab a face mask, I would say that's still pretty legal. It just depends on what you get a hold of.
8:55 to go here, first half. Here's the snap. They give it to the up back. Leffelman, he's making his way past the 40-yard line. That's a good run there by Quinn Leffelman as the up back moves it 5, maybe 6 yards on that play near the 45-46. And that is a 7-yard gain on third down and 3 and another first down for the Clippers. And here come the Clippers. Kind of a semi-no huddle here. But now they're getting signs from the sideline. Scott Payne, the head coach for Amboy. As Jones turns, hands it off. Here's Leffelman left side. He's got a big hole. He's near the first down line. As Leffelman is going to be tackled, they're going to give him the first down. Gain of 11 on that play. And Leffelman back-to-back carries. He's been very impressive here, number 21 for the Clippers.
9th first down.
And Leffelman is the only back now in the backfield. They moved Braden Klein in motion to the left side. They hand it off to Leffelman. They're going to do it again. Feed the hot hand. He's got one man to beat, and he's wrestled down, but a penalty flag comes out. He's brought down at about the 30-yard line.
This one's coming back. The wing back who went in motion going to get caught for the hold.
Holding is the call again.
So holding will be the call here after a big run by Leffelman. That'll get wiped away, but it'll be spot foul, I believe, since it was down the field. And that's kind of the conversation here from the officials. Is it going to be spot foul or is it going to be from the original spot? Suppose we'll find out here. And that is where they are going to do it. It's going to be spot foul, so it'll be first down and about 14. Maybe 15. As we're under 8 minutes to go here, 7:57 to go here, second quarter.
Sixth penalty, I'm sorry,
First and 15
against
now for the
Clippers. And if there's anything Coach is going to talk about at halftime, that's going to be his number one concern.
7:50 to go as Jones awaiting the snap here. They fake the handoff to Klein. He's got one man over the middle of the field, and he's got Giannis inside the 15. He's down near the 10. What a play by Caleb Giannis. He was wide open. It was on Jones to get it down there, and he did. What a play for the Clippers.
Well, just beautiful offense right there. They see that the Spartans load the box. They put 6 or 7 guys up close, run play action, and it's just a question of whether or not the two can connect, and they do. A 40-yard gain. He's 2 for 3 for 55 yards is the quarterback, Eddie Jones.
Both passes. There's left side. Breaking a tackle. He's going to be near the line. Quinn Leffelman breaking some more tackles. That'll be a gain of about 6 or 7. And it'll be set up with second down and goal at about the 1.5-yard line. But both receptions from Jones have been to Giannis. And another penalty flag comes in on potentially on the Clippers. Illegal shift.
They weren't set. They wanted to run the quick snap before the BPC defense got ready, but they forgot to get themselves ready, and the right side of the offensive line wasn't set. So another 5-yard mark-off against the Clippers. 7 penalties in the first half.
How many times do you see the defending state champion with 7 penalties in one half of football? Not very often. 14-0 our score, Amboy. 7:07 to go here in this second quarter. Eddie Jones, the quarterback. I formation, Braden Klein, Quinn Leffelman there in the backfield. Now they move Klein, and Leffelman will be the only back. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Leffelman, right side. He's going to be short of the goal line. Going to give him a couple of yards, though. As they were 5 yards out, they give him 3. It'll be third down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Leffelman, 5'10", 225, and tough to bring down. You have to get 3 players on him. That's what it's going to take for the Spartans. Discipline on defense, lots of helmets.
Leffelman the back again. They hand it off, and this time he runs it up the middle untouched. And there's another touchdown for Amboy. As what a drive for Leffelman. Gets his way into the end zone, and the Clippers now lead this thing 20-0. What a drive by the Amboy side, able to kind of wipe away some penalties. We saw a number of penalties, but it hasn't slowed down the Clippers at all here in this ball game.
No, they just keep putting up first down after first down, moving the ball downfield. As Hank Stram would say back in the old days, matriculating the ball down the field. Still don't know what that means, but I think we have an idea.
Big words. Here's the fake, and they're going to dump that one off left side, and that one's going to be incomplete. Looking for Braden Klein. So the first 2-point conversion unsuccessful here in this ball game, but it's still 20-0. Bushnell-Prairie City going to have their hands full. We're back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here. This game brought to you by King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supporting Bushnell-Prairie City athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Bushnell on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. They also perform DOT, CDL physicals, just $85. 6:23 to go here, first half, 20-0 our score. Amboy with the lead. And the Spartans, you know, we've said it here a number of times here, when you're facing the #1 team in the state, you have to respond. So far, the Spartans haven't been able to do it yet, but there's still a lot of ball game left ahead of us here, 20-0 our score.
There is a lot of game left. There's 205 yards on the ground for Amboy and 55 through the air already at 260. And they did the 205 yards rushing in 21 plays, so they're still averaging over 9 yards to carry.
So, to kick this one away, Rylan McNinch. He's going to boot it away, and there's a little line drive kick, and that one just going to get falls on it, as that is number 5, Braylon Griffiths for Bushnell-Prairie City. So with 6:21 to go, that's where the Spartans will take over at about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line, maybe the 38. Either way, first down and 10 for the Spartans. Moving left to right on your screen.
I have been complaining, as Dwayne knows, about spots by officials at all levels of football, right up to the NFL, for several years. It just gets worse and worse. They just put it down somewhere close to where they think
somewhere. Yep, exactly. I agree. 6:21 to go here, ball at the 37. Here's the snap. Love hands it off to Huffman. Huffman now cuts back, and he is tackled maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but that is about it. And we heard Coach Payne talk about that's going to be the big key here. Huffman likes to cut back, and we've seen it on a couple of occasions here. Amboy, for the most part, they've been able to slow him down on that cutback. We did see that one big play thanks to the cutback, but overall, Amboy seems like they're doing a pretty good job at making sure Huffman can't cut back.
Yeah, they've done a nice job containing their defensive ends. Their linebackers are staying home. It's been textbook defense on a very good running back.
One wide receiver on each side. Love in the shotgun, 5:38 to go.
Showing pressure.
Here's the snap. Love steps back, looking to throw. Good protection underneath, and that is a incomplete pass, and a penalty flag does come out. Looking for Brock Beekman. Early contact on that play by Cody Wynn. Little 3-on-3 crime right there. And that is going to be a big play there as Love looking for Beekman, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, certainly coaches over for Amboy on that side not happy. They've had some beefs. They've had some legitimate beefs on some of the illegal procedures, but that one pretty clear. The contact came early, enough to affect it so the pass couldn't be completed. 15-yard mark off, first down Spartans.
1st and 10. It'll be ball marked on the plus side of the field now. Ball's at the 47-yard line. So with 5:30 to go, clock now moving. One wide receiver out to the right side. And now I believe for the first time today, we're going to see an I formation here from Bushnell-Prairie City. The Spartans, here's the snap. Love sweeps it right side, looking Huffman. Huffman looking for the corner now. He cuts back, and it cuts back right side. A lot of dancing there for not a lot of gain, maybe a yard. Huffman is tackled as we've got 5 minutes left here in the half.
Exactly what you talked about just a moment ago, Wyatt. 52, defensive tackle Dylan Merriman expected that cutback, did not come too far outside, stayed home, waited, and when Huffman made the cutback, there he was, holding to a short gain.
4:45 to go here, first half. 2nd down and 9. Ball's at the 45-yard line. Spartans looking for some kind of offensive answer here. Amboy shutting out Galva last week, 60-0, so they've been pitching a shutout for a game and almost a game and a half here. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Here's Huffman cutting back again. A nice play by Merriman. Dylan Merriman getting into the backfield and making sure Huffman doesn't get to the corner. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Outside of the big 37-yard burst, Huffman's not been able to gain more than 3 yards on any single carry.
That's good pressure up front by the big men. Dylan Merriman. Colin O'Malley up front there as well. Number 60 I see out there, Owen Loomis. Love loses the ball. Ball's on the ground. And a penalty flag comes in. Who has the ball?
Question is, did they blow the play dead first?
As they're going to call a false start. So kind of a break there for Bushnell-Prairie City.
Absolutely.
False start.
As a false start will negate the fumble by Talon Love. Love under center and just looked like he stepped back and forgot the ball.
Well, Keith might have been running shotgun most of the day. Sometimes, if you play shotgun all the time, the under center snap is tougher.
And the rain has started to fall here at Bushnell High School. So
goody.
Maybe that had something to do with that play. Here's Love under center, I formation. Love steps back, fakes the handoff. Good protection. Now that protection goes away. Love is tackled, a huge loss. And it'll be 4th down as Merriman again. What a drive, Dylan Merriman. A couple of tackles for loss, including that sack. Back near the 35-yard line to the 34.
A loss of 15. Only one guy went out in the pattern for the Spartans, and he was covered.
And a timeout, by Amboy. So do we want to keep it here or take a quick break? We'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. 4th and a good distance here, 4th and 27. It'll be a punting situation after the timeout. Amboy calling timeout, likely to try to run a little 2-minute drill here down the stretch here, try to get into the end zone one more time before the end of the half.
Absolutely, and I would do the same. That on that last play, when you put one man out and max protect, all you want your quarterback to do is take a shot. Throw the ball, try to get rid of it, even if he's covered.
Low snap, a punt gets away. That's not the deepest punt in the world. That one's going to check out at about the 43-yard line. 3:10 to go here in the opening half.
By taking the sack and then the punt, you're about the same place you'd be if you threw a pick or an incompletion. So at that point, you wanted your quarterback to throw. When he didn't, took the 15-yard sack and put them in a 3rd and 3 wood situation, and it's pretty hard to recover from that.
Wyatt Reed, B.J. Stone on the call here this afternoon from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Good to have everybody along here. Folks still filing in the comments. Sean stressing that they need to throw here this afternoon. I mean, Bushnell's been trying to throw it. Amboy's just played really good coverage here so far. 3 wide receivers now to the right side for Amboy. Here's the snap. Jones throws it right side. There's Giannis. Giannis moves his way, 45. He's to the 50. Oh, my goodness, here he goes again. He's near the 30-yard line, and he's spun down at about the 25. Caleb Giannis, every time he's touched the ball here this afternoon, he's making a big play for the Clippers.
Little wide receiver screen, couple blockers set up for him down there. He follows them well. Another first down and a gain of about, 26 and 8 more, 34 yards.
26-yard line is where they're going to mark him down. Chain gang taking their sweet time to get down the field. Under 3 minutes to go now. It'll be first down and 10.
Hey, now they're moving as fast as they can.
Is that so? 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Eddie Jones, here's the snap. They're going to fake the throw to 1. They're going to throw that one deep over the middle. No, that one's nearly picked off. Brock Beekman got his hands on it. Nearly pulls that one in. It's going to be incomplete, though. Second time we've seen Beekman break up a play here today.
Well, good job by the Spartan D-backs. They didn't bite. They faked that same little wide receiver bubble screen and sent 2 guys deep. BPC stayed with their man.
2:45 to go here.
I like the play call, though.
And they're certainly doing something a little different than we've seen. We're used to them in that I formation, but here in a semi-2-minute drill, they've got guys spread out. Now, as I say that, they go to the bunch set here, and they've got Leffelman in the backfield. They hand it off to Leffelman. Spartan's able to get there, but gain of maybe 4 on that play. It'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd down and about 5 upcoming here for the Clippers as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the half. No huddle here as Jones takes the snap. They hand it off, moves it right side, and he's going to have the first down. Penalty flag, though, comes in again as the carry by Braden Klein, but this one might be coming back.
That's another hold as the Spartans going to get saved by the laundry here. I just want to say, though, unfortunate for the Clippers to get the hold, but Leffelman not only can run the ball, he threw a huge kick-out block to open up that hole.
Now, that was a good carry there by Braden Klein. He saw that hole, able to exploit it, but since that penalty took place right at the first down line to gain, that one going to be back to about the 3rd down and 9, but still 3rd and long. We haven't seen the Spartans get much of a stop here on any of the 3rd and long so far, so now 2 plays you would think. Got to get a stop here and kind of get a little bit of momentum going your way going into halftime.
And if you're the Clippers, you don't want to give anything away and give the Spartans any momentum before halftime.
4 wide receivers.
They still spread it out.
And they're going to do a little pitch play as looking for the corner. He's got 1 man to beat. Is he going to make it in? He's shoved out of bounds. That is Josh McKendry on the little pop pass. As that is going to be ran out of bounds near the 5-yard line. A little pop pass to Josh McKendry.
Goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
And now it'll be first down and goal at the 5-yard line for the Clippers. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
A well-designed play. A little pitch forward, which is so popular at the upper levels now.
Do you like that that's a call to pass?
Yep.
You do like that. Okay.
Yep.
Forward pass. Here's the snap. Leffelman breaks another tackle. He's in left side. And that's another touchdown for Leffelman. Quinn Leffelman shedding tacklers all afternoon. He makes his way in. 26-0. Amboy with the lead.
3rd TD for the big guy. He has carried the ball 10 times and found pay dirt 3 of those. He's also rushed for a first down 3 times. So talk about making things happen.
30% of your touches end in touchdowns. That's a pretty good percentage. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Getting that one left side into the end zone. That's Braden Klein, and he finds his way for 2. 28-0 our score with 1:47 to go. Spartans looking to get an answer. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here. This game brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell for over 100 years. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch, 484 East Main Street, or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone here this afternoon. 28-0 here. Spartans wanting to get a little bit of momentum here. They'll get the ball, and they get the ball out of half. So a little 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Spartans if they can execute. As the kickoff after the touchdown, this is a short kick. That one going to roll out of play. Oh, that one touched towards the out-of-bounds line. They're going to say that one.
Did he get out of bounds before it was touched in play, but did it roll over the sideline before it bounced back in play? It looks like it'll be Spartans' ball. They got lucky there.
So the ball will be placed at about the 39-yard line because that was indeed touched, and that would have been a live ball. Amboy would have had a chance to come down here again and potentially score. 39-yard lines where the Spartans will take over. 1:46 to go here in the first half.
Well, Clippers used that timeout, went to a passing-style offense, put 55 yards through the air and only 8 on the ground on that drive. They're doing a little bit of everything. Showing us why they're number one.
They certainly are. Number one team in the state, 3-0, defending state champion. One wide receiver on each side for Love. Here's the snap. He steps back. Love looks to throw. Throws that one. Looking for Beekman. That one in and out of his hands. Oh, they had, that's actually not Beekman. That's Braylon Griffiths, the intended target. Unable to come up with that one. That one just in and out of his hands. Missed opportunity there. That one near the first down line would have kept things moving here for the Spartans on this 2-minute drive.
Spartans trying to find some positives. The positive there is Love had plenty of time. It was a long developing pattern.
Yeah, the Spartan protection for the most part here, outside of a couple of different instances, Spartan protection has been pretty good. They're just having trouble finding open men. Here's pressure coming. They pick it up. They get it left side. Breaks the tackle. One man to beat. He shakes it past the 50-yard line. And there's Griffiths again. Makes up for the drop on that last play. He is on the plus side of the field, and a timeout for the Spartans.
Gain of 14, first down.
Timeout on the field. We will keep it here. We'll keep it here. Wanted to make sure that was the plan here. 1:34 to go here, and now, again, this is just a little bit of life here that we're seeing from the Spartans. They want to try to get a little 2-for-1 going here as they'll get the ball here to start the second half.
If they continue to get confidence in the ability to protect the quarterback, I mean, they're keeping their back in on every play, but if they can get enough confidence in their front three that they can put 3 out into a pattern, have 2 long and maybe 1 short, give themselves another option, the passing game could start to click. It all depends on protection.
Protection has been great for the most part here, outside of a couple of plays. A couple of longer plays, though, that we've seen, and Talon Love trying to make something the best. You know, you kind of would like to see Love on a couple of those big losses that we saw earlier, kind of see him maybe throw it away potentially, but he's doing pretty good here so far on this drive. 1:34 to go here. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Spartans have it. 1 wide receiver now on each side. Huffman in the backfield. Haven't seen Huffman touch the ball much here over the last couple of drives. Of course, he hasn't really gotten all that much here so far. Looking to throw this one deep. Love throws that one right side. He's got Beekman, and that one's going to be a touchdown. Brock Beekman. What a throw from Talon Love from 47 yards out. And with 1:22 to go, the Spartans are on the board.
Again, it was a short pattern design, and you saw Love even wave Beekman to go long. He's back there one-on-one, has the speed. Protection was good. Max protect again. 5 guys in protecting. It looked almost like Amboy was playing it safe on the pass rush instead of coming after him with the ears pinned back, and it comes back to bite him. They didn't put any pressure on Love at all.
Able to get behind Cody Wynn, the defensive back on that play, and Beekman, all he had to do was catch it and run into the end zone. Showed off his speed there a little bit on that play. 28-6 now our score with 1:22 to go. And now a 2-point conversion here for the Spartans as Love takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. Throws it over the middle. That one tipped away. A nice play by Eddie Jones. He's the quarterback but also plays defensive back. And that was a good play by Eddie Jones. But the score now, 28-6. Spartans get on with a big play. We'll see if Amboy can respond. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call. This game brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web, www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111.
I need one piece of new furniture. For my Empire, I need an ottoman.
You need
an
ottoman
for my Empire?
You might be able to check it out there, the old M&B. So go see if they've got that there after the game potentially. Nice kick. This one going towards the line, and that is going to be out of play. What a kick that was right there. Kicking it towards the sideline, and Josh McKendry caught it and then just ran out of bounds. That one absolutely perfectly executed by the kicker for the Spartans, number 69, William Anderson.
Now, if McKendry lets that one go, chances are it lands out of bounds or rolls out of bounds, and they get the ball in a little bit better spot. But at least you prevent a big return, either way.
So 1:20 to go here, first half. We'll see what Amboy can do after the Spartans got on the board. Very impressive pass by Talon Love on that last drive. And now we'll see what Eddie Jones can do here in the passing game.
Did they leave him too much time on the clock? That's the question now.
As Jones in the shotgun, awaiting the snap here. As they take the snap, they hand it off. McKendry moving right side. He's got a hole. He's near the 30 to the 35. Cuts back near the 40-yard line, and McKendry is taken down. A big play. That's a good way to start off your 2-minute drive.
17-yard gain, and how about that convoy out in front? Those linemen very athletic, getting downfield.
1:11 to go here now, as the ball's going to be set at about the 42-yard line. And now the Clippers lining up. Clock is moving as we approach 1 minute to go here in the first half. Eddie Jones, starting quarterback, 6'3", 185. Jones takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He looks to throw. Going to throw this one deep over the middle of the field. Good coverage down there. Oh, and that one dropped, incomplete. Giannis in and out of his hands. A penalty flag came in. We'll see what the penalty is, but Caleb Giannis generally has had pretty good hands here tonight, and that one in and out of his hands.
A little curious, the official right on top of the play did not throw the flag. Gentleman back here in the near side, about 35 yards behind the play, did.
And it's going to be a penalty on Amboy. Yeah, we thought pass interference was coming, but I didn't see what the official signal was, but it is going to be a penalty on Amboy and an incomplete pass. So now the question is going to be, where is this one going to take place?
They're marking it off against the Spartans.
Oh, they're going to call it on the Spartans. Okay.
So he pointed the wrong way, but there was a personal foul on the Spartans. Not really sure what the personal foul was.
Sideline interference is what we're hearing. And that's tough. You know, the Spartans able to break that play up, but they still give them 15 yards. I guess that eliminates the big play, but still, 15 yards is 15 yards, and Amboy on the plus side of the field now, 42.3 seconds to go.
Still some talk between the coaching staff and that official who's giving the talk to the hand warning.
Here's McKendry. McKendry right side, big hole. He's past the first down line. He's near the 35-yard line, near the 30-yard line, and he'll be taken down. Gain of 14 on that play. And boy, Josh McKendry on this drive. It seems like they pick a guy at the start of a drive and say, it's going to be your drive. And they hand it off to that guy 4 or 5 times, and he goes out there. He's been able to produce every time they go to different guys. And McKendry able to make some big plays on this drive. 34.3 seconds to go here. I formation once again for Amboy. The Clippers, Jones takes the snap, pitches it left side, getting that one towards the corner. Here's McKendry. Another penalty flag comes in, and here goes McKendry into the end zone, but this one, it's coming back. Penalty flags 2 on the field in the way of holding, most likely. Holding is the call. And the Clippers, their 9th penalty here in this ball game. That one kind of hurts because it wipes a touchdown off the scoreboard.
Actually, that's 9th offensive. Add the 1 defensive penalty. They're in double digits in penalties in the first half.
Got to clean things up here, to say the least. 25 seconds to go. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark that one at about the 35-yard line. So first and about 15 now. And a timeout called by Amboy. So we will stay here. 25 seconds to go. The rain has stopped.
Again.
We had rain in the pregame. Doesn't look like it's really affected things here today, but, this last few minutes here for the Spartans, very encouraging. They get the ball here coming out of half. And what kind of changes are you hoping to see here from the Spartans in these last 25 seconds as they try to hold on here and keep this thing 28-6?
Well, they've got to keep them off the board. Expect a long pass here at some point. You cannot let a receiver get behind you at any point. Like to see some pressure on the quarterback, make him get rid of it quick. But even on the when they do get pressure on the last long throw, he got hit just as he delivered the pass. And everybody that I see on the Amboy team is fundamentally sound. They do their job. Eddie Jones from quarterback all the way through the running backs and the linemen. They're a tough club. You have to play just about perfect to beat them. I mean, here's a team that has 10 first-half penalties. They've been able to overcome them.
And they're still up 3 scores despite the 10 penalties. So very impressive first half for Amboy, to say the least, but now they're going to have some work to do here. 35 yards away from the end zone. 2 wide receivers on each side as Jones takes the snap, and he tried to do a draw himself. He's met in the backfield. Nice play by Ethan Pierce getting into the backfield. They marked that one about a 2-3 yard loss. Ethan Pierce coming in and making the play defensively.
Yeah, not a good sight for Amboy fans. They lose 4, and the quarterback comes up a little shaky. He's okay. I mean, he's obviously took a good hit right there, but he comes back after losing 3. He's going to be maybe a little more gun shy on this next play.
What do you think about them calling a little quarterback draw there? They had both wide receivers, 4 wide receivers on each, or 2 wide receivers on each side, and tried a little quarterback draw right there, and Bushnell sniffed that one out. Bushnell-Prairie City, an excellent job there defensively. I don't know if that was in the game plan or what the play was, but
well, the Spartans' defensive line definitely going to pin their ears back here in the last few seconds and try to put some pressure on him. Fortunately, they did not. Fortunately for Spartan fans, they did not miss the tackle on the way through, and they got him.
We're seeing better wrap-up tackling here over the last few minutes here for the Spartans. Here's Jones. He's going to launch this one deep right side, looking for a man. Good coverage down the field. It's intercepted by Talon Love. He falls down with 8 seconds to go. What a defensive play by Talon Love, getting back there. And he's kind of frustrated with himself that he slipped and fell. Otherwise, he might have had the chance to return that one for the Spartans.
First time we've actually seen somebody slip today, and it was at a key moment for the Spartans, certainly. And that interception means the first time that the Spartans have been able to stop the Clippers here today.
Beautiful play by Talon Love there in coverage. And now expect the Spartans to just take a knee here and head into halftime. 28-6. They do get the ball at the half, which will certainly be an important drive here for the Spartans, getting that turnover on this drive. But they're going to line up. Whistle. And a penalty flag on the Spartans, so half the distance to the goal.
Illegal substitution. They broke the huddle with 9 guys.
Oh, that's not good news there for the Spartans. 4th penalty on BPC. And I believe a timeout is called for the Spartans. And they are going to talk this over and see what the play is here. Do you try one heave? I mean, you saw it work with Beekman on that last possession. Do you try one shot down the field and see what happens, or do you try to just get this one to half down 28-6?
Well, they came out in a shotgun. The ball's on the 2-yard line now after the mark-off half the distance to the goal. And if you're a gambling man, stick in that shotgun, give them the look, see what happens. But no matter what, get rid of the ball quickly. You cannot hold on to the football and take a safety back there.
This game, by the way, brought to you by Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far. Also offering top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repairs. Call the folks there at 309-775-3333.
The only thing I was going to add was if you are going to throw the ball and it's well covered, get rid of it. Throw it away. Avoid the sack. Avoid the INT.
Here's the snap. Love going to throw this one deep. He's going to try that arm again. He's got men down there looking for Huffman. That one's incomplete. Now 3.6 seconds to go. I mean, an INT, I guess, isn't the worst thing in the world in that situation.
Probably not if you throw it that far. You still have to tackle him after he makes the pick.
Still got to get the tackle, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I like the attitude. I like just not taking a knee and going in and talking about it.
So with 3.6 seconds to go here, 2nd down and 12. First down really doesn't matter here, as it's final play of the half. Bushnell-Prairie City, these last couple of possessions, has shown signs of life here after falling behind.
Eddie Jones is back playing center field, free safety, and he just went where the ball was and was able to make it a double team. They'll go 3 deep again.
Here's the snap. Love steps back, and he's going to run it himself. And this is just going to be past the 10-yard line. He's past the 20-yard line, still breaking tackles, still on his feet, past the 40-yard line. Talon Love, a great run there to the 45-yard line. However, that is going to be the final play of the half.
That'll help the stats a little bit as Love breaks one for 44 yards. He still was about 2 players away from going the distance.
As we are here at the half, and we are going to take a quick timeout here, and when we come back, we are. Oh, you're not going to be here. All right. We are standing by with. I'm sorry. What was that? Coach Borders? All right, Coach Borders joining us here at the halftime here. Coach, certainly some signs of life there down the stretch for your club there. Good throw by Talon Love, and then the defense stepping up there to kind of keep this thing close here, a 3-score game going into half.
Yeah, we've been kind of questioning down here why we even practice, because there's a lot of things that we're just not executing on that we've worked on all week long. To be honest, right now, I think the officials are keeping us more in the game than we're keeping ourselves in the game. But we have had some signs of life. We've done some things on offense. There's some things we're going to make some adjustments at half. We get the ball coming back out, so maybe some of those adjustments will take hold, and we're hoping to see a different game here the second half.
So Amboy comes in here in this half. They had 10 penalties there. Do you feel like your guys, the way that they've been playing, is kind of getting into the heads of Amboy whatsoever, or do you think it's just a bad day for the #1 team in the state?
I don't think they've played anyone that hits as hard as we have. They played Galville last week. They played West Prairie. We've already played West Prairie. We're probably so far the most physical team that they've had to play, and I don't think they like it. And that's what we pride ourselves on, is we are a very physical team. And if you watch, there's some hitting going on out there, and then the penalties are some of the after stuff after they're getting hit. So I think they don't know how to deal with the physicality yet.
So what kind of adjustments should we see from the Spartans here going into this?
You'll see the second half.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to it as Coach Borders joining us here on TSSR as we are at the half. 28-6 is our score. We'll be back after this as we'll come back and talk some halftime stats and then some here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch, And this is the second year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably unfortunately for you. I think you might have been the most talked about interview of all of our MDH interviews last year, though.
I don't know whether I need to be proud of that or ashamed of that. I don't know which one to go with.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Probably.
The thing that I find comical is I gave you a hard time last year. As I said, because man, you're way up the ladder. You know, you're a high-end employee for me to be talking to, and you're even higher up the road now than you were last year.
Yeah. Yes. Last year when we spoke, I was the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and since then I've been in the CEO role, Chief Executive Officer here at the hospital for about 8 months now.
Well, not to toot your horn, but everything I hear is good coming out of MDH since you've taken over. So, what was your mindset when you stepped into that role, and what do you see MDH doing here?
Well, I've never had aspirations to be a CEO of a hospital, but we have a great team here, and I just felt it was that time in my career to step in and take over and see how it goes. We have a great team here at MDH, very proud of everybody. They're very passionate and have a lot of pride in the organization. So it just made that job so much easier for me to step into my new role.
Yeah, it's easy to work with people who want to do a good job, isn't it? And it seems like everybody I talk to here is that kind of person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's engaged, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed. And we want them to succeed here at the organization.
I think MDH has always had a pretty good name in the area. What are you trying to do for MDH to even step that up a little bit more?
Right. So Pat Osterman and myself, we've done a lot of community relationship building, reaching out to the community leaders, reaching out to our competitors to see how we can work together better, be a stronger organization overall.
Yeah, strong organization, and you guys continue to add pieces and parts. You've expanded to Monmouth. We talked a little bit about that with your urgent care and physical therapy. The pharmacy is looking really nice right now.
Right, and it's ready to come online. The construction's finishing up this week, and then next step is to get the certifications, inspections going. So we should be open for business later at the end of this year or first part of January.
So we mentioned last year you're relatively local to the McDonough County area. So you're one of the first CEOs that I remember that's local to McDonough. You have like a foothold in the area. Does that make this job, not that being CEO of any company doesn't have meaning, but does it mean a little more for you because you are from here?
It does, and it helps. I think it builds trust because they know I'm local. I'll have that connection with the community. Yes, my mother owns farmland south of town. My father-in-law owns farmland here. My wife's a bomber. She's a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck. We got kids that are leathernecks too. So I feel like we have a lot of fabric in the community to take this organization to the next level.
Well, we're going to keep the interview shorter, but I cannot get done with this interview without asking if you got any deer last year.
I did. Actually, yes, I did. And as we talked last year, too, I participate Hunters for the Hungry, where we donate our harvest, and I did that last year. So, yes, I was successful.
So you spend a lot of time at MDH and helping people, and then you're helping people when you're at home, too.
Try to. That's a little different. You know, you're by yourself, and sometimes that's good to decompress and do all that. But, yeah, no, it works out well.
So what's been the biggest surprise? You never had any ideas of wanting to be CEO. What's been the biggest surprise so far since you've taken a job?
Oh, I think just the loyalty our staff has for the organization. They want it to do well. And I think with that support has made this job so much better for me.
Well, Bill, I appreciate you talking to me. It's always fun getting to talk to you, so hopefully we'll do it again next year, and we'll have new big things to talk about from MDH.
Let's plan on it, and thank you for your time and having me on again this year after last year.
Hey, not a problem. Like I said, you were the biggest fan I think supported video of all of them. So we'll see if you can continue that. Maybe I should give an award.
You think?
I think we should come up with an award.
Okay, you work on that,
okay,
and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll do that. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon from Bushnell-Prairie City High School, where Amboy leading Bushnell-Prairie City 28-6. This game brought to you by Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At Western Illinois University, there is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. BJ Stone joining us here. BJ, the stats are kind of lopsided, but again, you just kind of feel like down the stretch there, Bushnell-Prairie City starting to get a little bit of momentum. We'll see if it carries over, but what did you have stat-wise here after one half of football?
Well, Amboy started out getting some huge chunk gains. There's been less of the chunk plays as the game went along. As Coach said, maybe they don't like being hit this hard. This is probably the hardest they've been hit this year, as Bushnell trying to lay the lumber a little bit. However, the missed tackles early certainly cost the Spartans, as Amboy came out with some big yardage early. Their ball carriers so far, Braden Klein has 4 carries for 59 yards at the half. Their fullback, the big guy Leffelman, 10 carries for 57 yards. For tailback Ed Fry, 3 carries, 42 yards. 7 for 77 for Josh McKendry, and 2 for 3 yards for the cornerback, Eddie Jones. 26 rushes for 238, about 9 yards a carry. That's just outstanding offense for the Amboy Clippers. They're 4 for 7 through the air. Jones 4 for 7 with 1 interception. Threw for 110 yards, and total offense in 33 plays, 348 yards for the Amboy Clippers.
That's a high-powered offense, and that was kind of the thing coming in. If Bushnell-Prairie City could keep up with the high-powered offense, the first few possessions they didn't, but then the last few possessions they started to get a little bit of life thanks to the passing game with Talon Love.
And Love ends up the first half 3 for 7, but he hits the big 47-yard TD pass late in the half. That one was hauled in by Brock Beekman. He is 3 for 7 for 69 yards. The rushing game has consisted of 2 guys carrying the ball right now. Lane Huffman is 7 for 41. Love 6 for 20. He was negative yardage until the last play of the half when he went for 44 yards as time expired. But overall, for BPC, 18 for 61 on the ground, 3 for 7 for 69 through the air, 130 yards of offense. Penalties, the big story for Amboy. If they clean those up, boy, what a juggernaut they could become. They still overcame most of them, but they got whistled for 45, 50, 70, 85 yards on 10 penalties in that first half. BPC with 4 penalties for a total of 27 yards, one of those a half the distance to goal penalty. Amboy, I mean, you say, well, that's too many penalties. Yeah, it is. They overcome them.
Well, yeah, but I found that interesting that assistant coach Borders, who joined us at the half, I found that interesting that he said, this team, they're not used to getting hit like that. I found that just a very interesting comment, and that really does mess with people's heads and kind of affects your performance there, and it felt like we did see that there from Amboy, the defending state champion, 3-0, coming off of a 60-0 win. You just don't see mistakes like that from teams that are this hot.
And that's BPC trying to, get something positive to talk about in the locker room. On the other side of the coin, BPC hasn't seen an offense like this either, as the Clippers put up 348 yards, overcome all those penalties, and they're just a well-drilled team. Coach was very honest about the officiating being probably the one thing that helped them more than anything, because what did he say? Something about we might as well not even practice because they're not following the assignments that we've given them.
Yep.
And, credit a little bit there to Amboy's blocking as well on the offensive side. Their offensive line is doing a stellar job. And the offensive line in 8-man consists of 3 guys and a couple of tight ends. But they're making the holes. When you're giving up 9 yards of play on the ground and giving up more than that on the pass, and you're allowing 10.5 yards for play, defense got to do something better come half number 2.
What did you see on the Bushnell-Prairie City offensive side? Those last couple of possessions, we saw them get down the field, had a first and goal situation. They didn't end up scoring, but it was positive. And then they got that big touchdown play to Beekman, as we mentioned. What kind of changes did you see from the Spartans, and what kind of changes do you expect to see coming out here in the second half?
Well, I think in the second half they're going to see that their protection is good enough that they may be able to throw the ball around a little bit. And instead of using the run to set up the pass, go the other way around. Use the pass to set up the occasional run. After you get them loosened up a little bit, you might be able to spring Huffman. Love obviously is a good athlete. When he scrambles, maybe design a run for him. What I'd like to see is they've been in max protect, But what I'd like to see is more layers, maybe a guy deep, a guy middle, and then a safety valve, and put 3 guys out in the pattern. Give Love a couple of options because he seems to be pretty good with the throwing the ball. Give him some time. They have. Let him have a look at maybe 2 receivers and try to get Amboy off balance on defense.
And for Amboy, just keep doing what you've been doing here. I mean, they've been running the ball really good. Broken tackles have kind of been the story here. Bushnell-Prairie City did look like they cleaned things up there near the end of the first half, but, boy, a lot of missed tackles in the first couple of drives for Bushnell-Prairie City.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the defensive set for BPC coming out because they've run both a 3-man front and a 4-man front trying to figure out this Amboy offense. Meanwhile, Amboy is stuck to their base defense. They've got 4 guys down. They've got 2 good linebackers. Their defensive backs are one-on-one with the outside receivers.
They got some speed on the defensive side of the ball. When you've got guys like, Caleb Giannis, who we talked to Coach Payne before the game, he said he was going to be a big factor here. You've got linebacker Braden Klein. That's one of the running backs. I mean, that's kind of the thing you see, these athletes who are so quick on the offensive side of the ball. Then on the defensive side, they use that speed to their advantage.
I think if you see BPC score and, try to get back within maybe 2 scores, you might see Amboy change tactics a little bit and go to more of a ground and pound and use the clock because they've got a big lead. They're in control. Clock's on their side from the get-go. They have a 3-touchdown lead. They run the ground and pound offense, and if you break one every once in a while, that's what they did early.
And it worked for them early. They got out to a 28-0 lead, but now it's 28-6. And Bushnell-Prairie City looking to take the opening possession, and we'll see what they can do with it. Amboy 3-0 coming into this one. Bushnell-Prairie City 2-1. But you definitely are starting to see, I think, especially on the Bushnell-Prairie City side. Bushnell-Prairie City did go to the playoffs last year, put up a very good contest against St. Thomas More. Ended up losing, though. But you are seeing things turn around here for the Spartans, and it's all thanks to their head coach, Jacob Schisler. He's got this team going in the right direction.
Absolutely. And, of course, Amboy's already in that direction. They are up to top of the chart already, so this is good football at the 8-man level. This is a growing game in the state of Illinois. I think you'll see more teams eventually join the 8-man ranks as they continue to struggle with numbers. And if you don't want to consolidate, if you don't want to co-op, this is the option right here, is to go to the 8-man game, and it's a lot of fun, and a lot of kids can stay involved in the sport of football.
And these games are so big for those rising programs that you see here. And this game is so big for Bushnell because you get to see firsthand what you have to become and how your guys compete. It's kind of a good measuring stick. And, like I said, at some points here, it has looked like Bushnell-Prairie City can go toe-to-toe with some of the best teams here in the state. Their only loss was to West Central, who's also a powerhouse in 8-man football. And they kept that a pretty close game here earlier this season. So a good measuring stick. Things have certainly gone well here for the Spartans so far this season. They sit at 2-1. Amboy, again, 3-0, coming off of a 60-0 win against Galva. But they kind of got punched in the mouth a couple of times here in this first half, so we'll see if they can respond here in the second half. Good to have everybody along here as we are on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
By the way, Dwayne wanted us to mention there's a game available now online.
Yes, indeed. The West Prairie Southeastern game that they had last night, was it Flanagan they had to play last night? That game, there was no internet connection, but we were able to be at the game, recorded the game, and have it able to play back in its entirety. So if you wanted to check out the West Prairie Southeastern game that was supposed to air last night, but because of technical issues, it was not on last night. It was recorded, and it is on TSSR, so check out our YouTube page here and go check that out. As we get ready to go here, both teams still in the middle of their warm-ups. Sean, in the comments, I saw a minute ago here saying, let's go Spartans, try to rally here in the second half. I mean, it all starts on this opening possession here. Got to rally, got to go down, get a good offensive possession here because, I mean, all the momentum in the world means nothing if you come out and go 3-and-out or kick the ball right back to Amboy. As the Clippers in their huddle and Bushnell-Prairie City in the midst of their warm-ups here as well, as we still got about 2.5 minutes to go before the second half kicks off. Let me do another read here as some of our sponsors for this game, brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench, 309-351-8192 for a quote today. Also, this game brought to you by Pawn Plus. Proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus, the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, video games, located at 324 West Jackson in Macomb, between the Airco and the Taco Bell. Good to have all those.
I know exactly where that's at.
I know exactly where that's at, too. You spend a lot of time there in Macomb there, don't you, Mr. BJ?
I live in Canton, spend most of my time in Macomb.
That's
and
a heck of a
Bushnell
commute.
A lot, or I sometimes go through the Cuba Smithfield way. So I take different routes. I even took, I stayed on 9 and came into Macomb from the north one day just for something different to do.
Just a little something different.
You got to drive different routes and see the country.
I
right?
love it. I love it. But, hey, it's good to have you with us here, BJ.
And coming over today, I hit the shower about 15 minutes after it hit you. And that was pretty significant there for a minute.
You're telling me. I took it. I came in from Burlington, Iowa, so I come over from the Raritan area. And so I get to Raritan. It was clear like it is right here. Half a mile outside of Raritan, I had to start white-knuckling it. It was raining so hard, I white-knuckled it almost the entire way here. And my fingertips were numb because I was hanging onto the steering wheel so hard.
I was following
because I couldn't see the road.
I was following a guy who had a boat on a trailer, and I figured if it got too bad, we'll just
take the boat,
abandon the vehicles, get in the boat, and head over here.
That's not a bad idea there, but things are dried up here, so to speak. Although we did see a little shower there for a short time in the first half. Keep the showers away. Let's have some good football here in the second half as Amboy again will kick it off, and Bushnell-Prairie City in their home red, white, and blue uniforms. They will get the ball here, and we're ready for some football here, BJ.
91 degrees at game time at 5 o'clock yesterday for Western Illinois soccer. And today, a big gold shower. Summer is stubbornly going away this weekend. We officially hit fall, I think tonight into tomorrow is the solstice.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a high of 70 tomorrow or something like that.
Goes from 90 to 70.
Isn't it funny how it goes like that? It's like it's seen a cop, the meme that you see on social media goes from 90 to 55 like it's seen a cop on the highway. Opening kickoff of the second half. McKinnish kicks that one past the 20-yard line. Oh, that one checks up a little awkwardly, but able to return it. Here are the Spartans looking for a hole and still on his feet, but he's down at about the 20-yard line. Brock Beekman on the return for the Spartans. And that is where they'll take over, about the 21-yard line here. So a very important opening possession here for Bushnell-Prairie City. And we'll see how they respond here in the third quarter, trailing 28-6. Great kick there by number 5, Rylan McKinnish. As the starting quarterback, Talon Love, back out there, had an interception defensively.
I much prefer kicking it as far as you can and pinning the team as far back as you can than giving them the ball near midfield.
I did see a game last night where they did a surprise onside kick, which was quite interesting. Love, one wide receiver on each side as Love takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to dump that one off there as Huffman in the open field breaks one tackle, trying to get to the 30-yard line. And there's Lane Huffman to about the 29-yard line, maybe the 30-yard line. Gain of 9. It'll be second down and 1. Kind of a nice start there for Huffman, able to get a good chunk play, 9 yards. And it'll set up second down and short.
We'll give him a non-generous spot of 8.
Oh. But sometimes the officials, they're generous, and sometimes they're not. Isn't that interesting how that works from time to time? 11:20 to go here in the third, just underway here in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Love going to throw it again. This one left side, it's Beekman. He's going to have a first down. Tried to go for a strip, breaks a tackle. He's to midfield. He's going to have one man to beat. He turns on the Jets, and he is gone. It's Brock Beekman. It's a touchdown from 71 yards out, and the Spartans are on the board 1 minute in here in the third quarter.
That is as good as a start to the second half as you can ask for the Spartans, and for Beekman, puts him over 120 yards in receptions already today, and they've got a chance to get within 2 scores.
How about that, though? Brock Beekman, it looked like the defender went for the strip. Do you just go for the tackle, get him to the ground in that situation? I mean, it feels like that was what was able to spring Beekman free, and he was able to turn on the Jets and get into the end zone.
Well, there goes my strategy. You pin him deep at the 21 and give up touchdown in 2 plays.
71 yards to Beekman. Love takes the snap, pump fakes. He's going to run it left side. He's got a room. Is he in? He's in. A penalty flag comes in late. 2-point conversion, though, for Talon Love. We'll see what the call is.
2-point run from Love is good.
Maybe a face mask. It might have been.
Penalty marker down.
See what the the penalty flag is. The
try is good.
The try is good, so throw the 2 points on the board. Face mask indeed is the call defensively. So another penalty on Amboy, and that's going to affect the kickoff.
2-point try is good.
And how about that? 28-14. We got a ball game, BJ.
We do indeed, and Love did a great job on both the passes and on that extra point run where he pulled it down and took it in himself. Those are 2 important points.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll see how Amboy responds. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call. As this game brought to you by some of our great sponsors, one of them Sport Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all TSSR Game Time Live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying a cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in, say hi, 124 North Randolph in Macomb. 28-14, just underway here, second half, as a 71-yard touchdown to Brock Beekman on the opening drive, and now the penalty flag. This is going to be a pooch kick, and it's going to pin them deep. Oh, that one's over the head of the return man. Ball still on the ground. Who comes up with it? And it looks like the Spartans had a chance, but they do not come away with it. The ball will be down at the 10-yard line. Almost disaster for Amboy. How about the bounce on that going over the return man?
Looked like a bad hop and a shortstop right there. It bounced right over the head of number 4, Josh McKendry, but he was able to turn around and fall on it. Some nervous moments certainly for the Amboy coaches over there, hoping that they would keep the ball, and they do. They'll start, however, in their worst field position starting point thus far today from their own 10.
One back in the backfield here, maybe a few extra men there in protection. Here's the snap. They hand it off. They get it to Klein. Klein past the 15-yard line, still on his feet past the 20. He's got one man to beat. He turns on the Jets, and he's tackled past midfield.
Touchdown saving tackle by Love, but a huge gain.
What a run by Klein on that one.
They're coming right up to the line. They're ready to go.
Braden Klein, long run there. That is a gain of 45 yards on that play. And now Klein will go into protection here. And Quinn Leffelman will be the back behind Eddie Jones. Just underway here. Fast start for both sides here in the third quarter. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Leffelman, left side. Breaks a couple of tackles, couple of arm tackles there for the Spartans past the 40-yard line, near the 35-yard line. Leffelman's going to be about a half a yard shy. It'll be second down and 1. Arm tackle's not going to bring down Leffelman, as we've seen here today.
Well, Dwayne, if you got the starter's pistol out in the truck, you might want to grab it. We got a track meet now.
So we'll see if the Spartan defense can respond here. Coming up on 10 minutes to go in the third. I formation. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Klein. He's going to go right side. He's got a big hole right side. And Beekman there to make the tackle near the 25-yard line, but that is going to be more than enough. Only needed 1. He's able to get 10. And that'll be a first down, gain of 11, maybe even 12 on that play to Klein.
They're going to give him 12. I wrote down touchdown. Inadvertently, I meant first down.
Well, you were talking about it being a track meet. It feels like any of these plays can be a touchdown here in this ball game. Here's the snap. They give it to Klein again. The Spartans able to make that play a little bit better, as that's only a 1 or 2 yard gain on that play to Braden Klein. Klein, 5'9", 160-pound senior. getting his fair share of carries here tonight, but, everybody kind of getting their fair share of carries this afternoon here in this ball game. 28-14 our score. As Eddie Jones in the I formation turns, hands it off to Klein again. Big hole right side, but he tried to cut back, and he's still on his feet, breaking tackles. He's past the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled down near the 12-yard line as Braden Klein shedding tacklers there. Gain of 11 on that play.
I've got him now 8 for 130 on the ground.
That's pretty good average right there, to say the least. 8:50 to go here, third quarter. Now Amboy trying to run some clock here. There's Leffelman and a number of Spartans in on the tackle. First guy that got there was number 7. That's Gary Hughes, the linebacker, coming in and making the play on that one. As we approach 8.5 minutes to go here in the third. And Jones trying to get this offense going here. 2nd down and 9, upcoming at the 10-yard line. Good tackle there by the Spartans. Tackling so important here. Can't be doing any kind of those arm tackles. Got to make those tackles, bring them to the ground. Spartans, from time to time, have had troubles doing that. As we now approach 8 minutes to go, McKendry now in the backfield. Leffelman back there with him in the fullback position. And a whistle and a penalty, and it'll be encroachment. So move him up closer 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 4.
5th penalty on the Spartans, 2nd on the defense, and that was a jailbreak. Everybody jumped.
Yeah. Good snap count there for Eddie Jones, the starting quarterback for the Clippers. 7:45 to go now. Here's the snap. They sweep it left side. McKendry trying to get to the corner. Shakes off tackles and into the end zone. A touchdown for Josh McKendry for the Clippers.
What a tough run. He just bounced off of a couple of tacklers, spun it to the end zone, went into the spin doctor mode.
Jonathan Harrell was there to meet him, put the hit on him, but he was able to spin away from that tackle and rush his way into the end zone. 34-14, the 2-point try for the Clippers. 2 for 4 on the 2-point tries. Fakes the handoff. They're going to dump that one. Wide open is Giannis. Caleb Giannis for the 2-point conversion. That had everyone fooled. And a 2-point conversion makes it 36-14. We're back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon. This game brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to Community News Brief. Weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can receive it on Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for $42 a year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and in Blandonsville. Get your track shoes there, BJ. You're going to need them here. Quick touchdowns on both sides. Here we are, 36-14.
I thought Amboy might come out and stick to the ground and try to use some clock. It took them 7 plays to score, which is probably their longest drive, but it also went 90 yards.
Now that one starting at the 10-yard line. This kick is going to roll, and staying in bounds are the Spartans. And that'll be taken down near, returned by Jonathan Harrell. So that ball will be right about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Spartans will take over, 36-14. Both teams have scored already here in the third quarter. Talon Love, we saw show off his arm on that last possession. A big play to Brock Beekman, who's got a couple of big plays in the receiving game. And now 36-14 here. The Spartans going to need a big response here.
And a first significant new look, I think, for, no, maybe not. Thought Amboy was going to come out with 3 defensive backs, but they still got the 2 linebackers.
Still 4 down linemen there. Talon Love takes the snap, steps back to pass, rolling to his left, still rolling, going to take it himself. Penalty flags are going to come in. 3 penalty flags come in. I think this one's going to be holding, but you never know. All those penalty flags, you never know.
You know, the only thing that I have a problem with there is that means 3 officials are watching the same thing. Who's watching everything else?
Yeah, it's a good point.
But there's more laundry on the field than my kid's bedroom floor right there, so. Mark it off.
3 different penalty flags in there, so Spartans going in the wrong direction here. 1st and 20 now upcoming as the ball going to go back to the 20-yard line.
Take it all the way to 19 and cost them 11 yards.
Oh, so spot foul makes it 1st and 21. And now the officials are going to come together. 3 officials coming together here to have a conversation. What might this conversation be about there, BJ?
Might be you watch your zone, I'll watch mine. When you throw 3 flags out of 5 guys, saw that last year at Western, 4 guys out of the 8 on the field threw a flag in the same spot. Well, what's everybody else looking at then?
That's a good point. Good point. Got to keep your eyes on everything.
That's why you do stuff away from the play. That's where you get away with it, right? Nobody's watching.
Away from the play, you get away with it. Here's Love stepping back to pass, looks to throw, throws it over the middle of the field. That one little high, and that one intercepted. Intercepted by Braden Klein. He's going to return it past the 20-yard line.
Picked it off at the 38-yard line on the overthrow, took it back 19 yards, right where the ball was, and it's 1st down Amboy as they come up with their first turnover forced today.
First mistake we've seen here from Talon Love in the passing game. As the ball returned to the 20-yard line, that's where the Clippers will take over here. 7:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Spartans are going to be looking for a stop here. Here's the snap. Bushnell wasn't even ready for that play. Left side, it's McKendry, wide open, untouched. Touchdown, Josh McKendry from 20 yards out.
He's carried the ball twice in the second half, and both of them ended up in the end zone.
What a play. Josh McKendry running left side. There was nobody there. As I was saying, as that play was starting, some of the Spartan defensemen, linemen were still shuffling around. They weren't exactly ready for that play, but into the end zone, another touchdown for Amboy. They lead at 42-14. Now a 2-point try.
Is that a train horn that they blow when they score? And they're on the road, so somebody must carry that with them.
They very well might. Here's the snap. They're going to throw that one. That one tipped around, looking for Caleb Giannis. That one's incomplete. So the Clippers will go 3 for 6 on 2-point tries. However, they still lead it 42-14. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon, I should say. This game, as I mentioned, brought to you by MDH, McDonough District Hospital, athletic trainers, and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Provide expert help for Spartan student athletes in prevention care, rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. 7:03 to go here in the 3rd. 42-14 is our score. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon. And Amboy, they're flexing their muscles, showing why here in the second half. They're the number 1 team in the state. As they've got 2 touchdowns, they took advantage of an interception by Talon Love, and now a little pooch kick. That one off the fingertips of one of the Spartans. Who was that? Jaden Powell, who jumped up and tipped that one. And then falling on it is Braylon Griffiths. So that's where the Spartans will take over near the 40-yard line. So decent field position here, BJ. And Spartans definitely going to be looking for a response after that interception on the last drive. Can't be going out there and doing it on back-to-back possessions here, especially with Amboy ahead as much as they are now.
Well, the first possession for the Spartans in the second half, 2 passes and a touchdown. Second possession, 1 play, interception. They have not run the ball. They've only run 3 plays in the second half and had significant results on all passes, good or bad.
Here's the snap. They hand that one off. That's a different running back there. That's Jonathan Harrell. And Harrell having a tough time getting back to the line of scrimmage. And Amboy here today, to their credit, every time Bushnell has tried to run the ball here on a designed run play, that is, you've seen Talon Love get out and, move his feet a little bit on kind of some broken plays. But on design run plays, Amboy has shut down the Spartans so far here this afternoon.
Yeah, just one time. One time they let Huffman loose, and that was it. Other than that, they've held everything to 5 yards or less on the ground.
Talon Love takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw this one. Throw
Got
on the
a
right
man.
side. He's got Huffman wide open, and it's in and out of his hands. Oh, Huffman was wide open, not a man within 5 yards of him. And he would have walked into the end zone there, B.J. Stone.
These deep patterns have broken open a couple of times, something that the Spartans didn't do in the first half. They're going to it in the second half. And
man, that is tough to see there. A frustrating day for Lane Huffman, and we are certainly seeing it right there on that play. Now 3rd down and 10. Ball's at the 38-yard line, 6:17 to go in the third. 42-14. One wide receiver on each side as Harrell in the backfield. Awaiting the snap is Love. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. They're going to try it again. They're going to move up. Here's Love. He is swallowed up, though, as the Amboy defense gets back there near the 34-yard line. And Huffman looked like he was double covered on that play. Now it'll set up 4th down and a punting situation here for the Spartans.
well, again, one man out in the pattern.
4th and 14.
That allowed both defensive backs to converge on him. 4-yard loss for Love. 4th down and good distance.
So 4th down and 14, 5:40 to go. And it looks like the Spartans offense is out here to try to run a play here. I mean, you're down 42-14. Game feels like it's slipping away here. So head coach for the Spartans, Jacob Schisler, going to give it a go. Here's the snap. Love steps back to pass, looking to throw. Still looking. He's going to take it himself. He's going to shake a tackle. He's going to be near the 1st down line. It'll depend on the spot. Talon Love showing off his legs. He's going to be about a half a yard short.
Well, they give him a favorable spot. Are they going to give him the 1st down?
Wow, that's going to be close. One official came in, said he was short. The other official has come in on the near side of the field and said this is where we're going to mark it. Where is it going to be? We might have a measurement here, BJ.
This is where the guys in the chains, when they come out, they spin as they come out, and they shorten up the chain that way, see?
So they are going to do a measurement here with 5:13 to go here. How about that play by Talon Love, shaking tackles, able to make it close on a 4th down and 14 after getting sacked on that previous play.
Well, and again, 2 guys in the pattern cut their patterns off well short of the 1st down, so their best option was to scramble to get some distance. Here's the measurement.
And he's a half an inch short. Oh, and he will be a turnover on downs at about the 47-yard line. So the Clippers will take over.
From the initial look at things, I thought he was about 2 feet short anyway. So
your spot, he would have definitely been short.
Yeah.
Which the far side official came in and said one thing, and then the near side official came in and said another. It just doesn't feel like these officials are maybe on the same page here this afternoon.
A lot of times it's tough when you don't have individual yard markers.
That's true.
That doesn't help the guys in college or pro either, though. They still get the spots off.
5:13 to go here, 3rd quarter. Amboy will take over on the plus side of the field. Eddie Jones, quarterback in the I formation. McKendry back there with him. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Here's McKendry left side. Big hole, but another penalty flag comes in. This one will be coming back. Boy, just uncharacteristic how much we're seeing from Amboy here this afternoon on the amount of penalties. This one coming back. And you just don't see a number 1 team in the state make this many penalties. Boy, practice, even though
and I'm sure
Amboy's
they don't
up
think
big,
they've made that many.
Amboy is going to have practice going to be a little rough there next week, you think? as they deal with these penalties. So a holding penalty, going to push them back. Spot foul.
They're calling it tight. There's a couple guys that don't like the feeling of that yellow flag in their pocket. They like to throw it and get rid of it.
That's one way to put it, I suppose. First down in about 20.
I mean, it's like money in my pocket. I just take it out and throw it around. Like I act like I have it when I don't.
Well, we got different shades of flags. Have you noticed that here this afternoon?
Yeah, a couple guys have the bright yellow and others
The
that look
bright
like
yellow, the dark yellow.
maybe in the mud too much.
Hands it off to McKendry. He breaks a tackle. Another penalty flag comes in. My goodness.
McKendry on the run.
Dwayne tells us it's the new officials versus the old officials, which might be. There's a face mask. Oh, this one's going to be on the Spartans. So that'll be an automatic first down. And
tack it on to the end of McKendry's 6-yard run.
And that's tough. You know, you had them in second and long potentially here, second and about 13. And now it'll be first down regardless there. Fifth or sixth penalty there for – how many we got for the Spartans there this afternoon?
That is their seventh.
Seventh, okay.
We got touchdowns. We got penalties.
We have it all here this afternoon.
19 penalties and 4:32 left in the third.
And almost 500 yards of offense between the two sides. Here's the snap. They hand it off left side. That is Fry. They tried to pick him up on that play. Ed Fry, haven't said his name much since the first quarter, but Fry carries that one. He's going to be near the first down line. I think they're going to give it to him. 10 yards. It'll be a first down.
This guy is the first down marker.
Wow, that well.
Not close enough.
They originally had a generous spot. Now they take it away. So it'll be second down and 1. 9-yard gain for Fry. He is out. They'll bring in Braden Klein, and he goes to the right side now. So that'll be Quinn Leffelman, having himself a good afternoon. They hand it off, and a penalty.
Penalty marker.
Another false start. More movement here for Amboy. 42-14. You wonder what the score would be had they not had these penalties here for Amboy.
I am reminded of the Kelsey Grammer submarine movie where he looks back and says, "Somebody help me, I'm just guessing here."
Oh, goodness. Here we go. Oh, and unsportsmanlike conduct call. So maybe Scott Payne, he's had enough of this, and he may have said something that the official didn't like, and he got penalized for it. So 15 yards on top of a 5-yard penalty. And now it'll be second down and very long.
So from second down and a foot to second down and 20 yards and a foot. That's 61 feet, by the way.
That is a lot of feet. Goodness. Kind of a bizarre afternoon here, and the official's going to write it down on his little scorecard. Because don't they keep track of those here? And if you get so many, you're thrown out of the game?
I don't know. And maybe somebody brought out a yellow card. I was at soccer yesterday. Who knows?
Well, they do call soccer football, after all.
The original football.
And it is. 3:24 to go here. We've got American football here on TSSR. Good to have everybody along. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call.
We call it football, but there's hands involved in every play.
Very true.
On the ball.
Very rarely do they use their feet, except the kickers. We haven't had a kicker here this afternoon. Eddie Jones turns, hands it off to Klein, right side, big hole, tries to break a tackle, does break a tackle, back past the original line of scrimmage. And they needed 21, and he got 16. That'll set up second down and about 5.
Just good hard running all day by these Clipper backs. You can tell they're well schooled. They keep going north and south, not a lot of fancy.
As a player, a little
shake and bake.
A little slow to get off the field. That is number 99, Tanner Pierce.
You know, I have an idea to encourage kicking, by the way.
What do you got?
If you run it or pass it in an extra point, you get 1 point. But if you kick it, then you get 2.
Okay, I like that.
Encourage some kicking at this level.
In this level, I like that. When so much. The Flanagan kicker was 7 for 7, they say, last night.
That'd be 14 points on my plan. That's a pretty good deal.
Third down and 5. Whistle and another penalty flag. Bushnell might have jumped a little early. They did, so it'll be a free first down. Boy, that's tough if you're the Spartans. 3rd down and 5. And now they don't even have to run a play and they get a first down. So an encroachment penalty there on the Spartans leads to a first down. Ball at the 25-yard line, excuse me. 2:38 to go in the third.
Second first down by penalty on this drive.
McKendry moving right side. He is spun down near the far sideline, down near the 20-yard line to about the 19, gain of 6. They mark him at the 19. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Amboy's flexing their muscles here. They led 28-6 at the half. They've got 14 points. Spartans have a touchdown here in this half and a 2-point conversion. Oh, and Leffelman fell down, and he is slow to get up. A little slow to get up there for Quinn Leffelman. One of the few times we've seen him run for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Looked like the ankle almost gave away on him there.
That or he got stepped on.
That could be as well.
I think he might have got stepped on by a lineman.
3rd down and 4.
He's, a little slow to get off. So Leffelman off the field. That'll bring in Ed Fry.
Loudest we've heard the home crowd on the near side of the field all afternoon.
Trying to give them something to cheer for here. 1:20 to go here. 3rd down and 4. The ball's at the 19-yard line. Eddie Jones, I formation. Here's the snap. They turn, hand it off to Fry. Big hole. He's past the 15. He's going to have enough for a first down as he's tackled near the 10-yard line. And, boy, the offensive line for Amboy, it just feels like most of their plays, they're just getting these gigantic holes. You could drive some of these vehicles in the parking lot through these holes these kids are setting up for Amboy. Under a minute to go here in the third.
Break out to Dooley. You could drive that through it, too.
Big hole there for Fry. And now McKendry in the backfield. 1st and goal, ball at the 10-yard line. I formation. We'll see if they try to get this play in. They will. I formation. Jones. Here's the snap. They hand it off McKendry, right side. Now he cuts back. Oh, takes a big hit near the 5-yard line. And that might end our third quarter here.
Tell you what, though, for 155 pounds, he runs about 205.
Certainly does. 17 seconds to go. Amboy back to the line. They might try to get one more play in here. Klein, penalty flag.
No.
Well, we went 3 or 4 plays without a penalty. We need another one here. 5.7 seconds to go here. I've never seen this many penalties in a high school game. It's on the Spartans, so it'll probably be half the distance to the goal. Half the distance to the goal, indeed. They did 3 steps. That was kind of weird. I counted 3 steps right there.
So it was a 3-yard penalty. That is penalty number 9 on the Spartans. 14 thus far have been called against the Clippers.
And that ends our third quarter. 42-14, Amboy with the lead. We got the fourth quarter coming up on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Saturday.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed and PJ Stone on the call here. Fourth quarter of action about to get underway. 42-14, Amboy with the lead. We saw a little bit of a track meet there in that third quarter there, PJ, but Amboy kind of flexing their muscles here, showing why they're the number 1 team in the state here in 8-man football.
And both teams in the game getting slowed down a bit, however, by the penalties. 23 so far, 14 on the leading team, 9 on the team that's behind in the scoreboard. And you're a young fella, but Dwayne will understand this one. The last team to commit this kind of penalty load, 14, and still be winning games, were probably the 70s Raiders.
You wonder what the score would be if, you got 42-14, already a lot of offense on the Amboy side. You wonder if it'd be similar to some of the other games that they've got going on in 8-man football this weekend. Milledgeville 76-6 over Christian Life. Polo 50-0 over AFC. Orangeville 82-58 over River Ridge.
How much?
82-58. How about that one?
When's basketball season start?
Right side into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Ed Fry from 2 yards out. And that is a touchdown for the Clippers. 48-14. Also in 8-man football, worth noting, West Carroll beating Alden Hebron 28-26. So a little more tame in that game.
Defensive struggle there.
Well, when you compare it to 82-56 or whatever, 58, goodness, I'd run out of paper with all the stats you'd have to keep track of in that game. 2-point conversion, then what do you know, another penalty flag.
With the carry.
Holding is going to be the call on this 2-point try, so we'll have to do it again.
Got to be a head shaker for the coaching staff for the Clippers. 15 at this point.
11:56 to go here, fourth quarter. 48-14 our score.
Replay the try.
Now you got to go 12 yards to get this 2-point conversion.
Well, they haven't thrown it yet, except for extra points in this half.
There's the snap. They fake the handoff. Looks to throw. Jones going to the end zone. That one broken up somehow. Did he come up with that?
What a catch.
He did. That is a 2-point try for Evan Flanagan.
What a catch. What a highlight.
What a play by the tight end. 50-14 our score. 11:56 to go here in the fourth. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And welcome back. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon as Amboy runs down and gets another touchdown. Ed Fry with the touchdown here on that last drive. And then a beautiful play for the 2-point conversion. Evan Flanagan, first time saying his name here today. He plays tight end, number 83, on a play that was tipped by the Spartans, falls into his hands for 2 points. And that's how the Clippers with 50 points here on the board here this afternoon.
McKendry, Fry, Lefferman, Braden Klein, all 4 backs that have carried the ball have also scored touchdowns.
Many have scored multiple touchdowns here this afternoon. 11:56 to go here in the fourth as the kick, low line drive kick again. That one going to go out of play. And just, wouldn't you know, another penalty. But that one to be expected as it runs out of play.
That's one of the late yellow flags.
There you go. The 2 different shades of yellow flags that we've seen here this afternoon. We've seen a lot of them. 20-plus penalties here today.
That'll be penalty number 25 on the day.
Oh, my word.
But how do you determine the yardage on this now? That's just a...
I don't think you do. I think you just set it up at the 35-yard line.
So penalty on the kickoff is the 16th flag to fly against the team with 50 points. And you know what? I don't know that they'd have much more if there were no flags because they've overcome all the penalties for the most part. They haven't been forced to punt all day.
Nope. Just one punt. I believe it was by Talon Love in the first half. Other than that, we've seen the punters on the sidelines here. Love in the shotgun, steps back to pass. He looks to throw a little screen play. Here's Lane Huffman slipping and sliding a little bit there. Kind of the second time today we've seen the Spartans slipping around a little bit here. Gain of 2 on that play to Lane Huffman.
2nd and 10, BPC.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Almost want to see Lane cut it to the outside instead of cut it back that time.
Yeah, the scouting report is that he likes to cut back, but definitely a cut to the outside. You think he might have been able to get to the corner on that play. 50-14 is our score. 2nd down and 8, I should say. Ball at the 37-yard line. Love with a receiver on each side. Man in the backfield. takes the snap, high snap. Love going to throw that one right side. He had a man right side. That one slips in and out of the hands of Braylon Griffiths. So now it'll be third down. Braylon Griffiths in and out of his hands. We've seen that a couple of times here this afternoon. The Spartans unable to come down with a certain number of receptions here. Ball just slipping in and out of the hands now. Third down and 8. Ball at the 37-yard line. Spartans need to get to the 45-yard line to keep this drive going. One receiver on each side. Clippers looking to tighten up their defense here. Love steps back to pass. Has time. Still looking. He's going to take it himself. As he tries to get to the corner, he's going to get the corner, and he's going to have the first down as he's ran out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Good use of the feet there for Talon Love. They mark him out at the 47-yard line, gain of 10 on 3rd and 8. And Love is a little slow to get up here. Don't like to see that in a 50-14 game. Your starting quarterback get a little shaken up, but he's going to head back out there.
First and 10.
And a 1st and 10 here. They gave him the 50-yard line. Wow, I thought they were out at the 47, but they gave him the 50.
So a gain of 13 on that 10-yard run.
So now one wide receiver split out right side. Now one coming to the left. As Love back in the shotgun here. Shaking up a little bit on that last play, but shows his toughness. He's back in. Steps back, looks to throw. Pressure comes! And the lack of mobility might have affected him on that one as he is taken down, and he's really slow to get up.
Caden Heath shot through, 5'7", 155-pounder from a linebacker spot, just a sophomore, and he had the quarterback dead to rights right there and a 9-yard loss.
And there's a significant limp for Talon Love right there. That might affect him the rest of this ball game. 2nd down and 20 upcoming. The ball's at the 41-yard line. As we approach 10 minutes to go here in this ball game, 50-14 Amboy, the Clippers with the lead. One wide receiver on each side of Love. As Love in the shotgun once again. Here's the snap. They hand it off this time, cutting back left side. Big hole past midfield. Still on his feet past the 45. He's going to have a first down as that's Jonathan Harrell. What a run by Jonathan Harrell on 2nd and 19, getting the first down for the Spartans, gain of 20.
Nice run by Harrell. A little change of pace, his 2nd carry. First time they've been able to spring him.
So they give him the first down, a marker there at the 40-yard line. That's where they needed to go. 9.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Couple of big plays there in the running game here for the Spartans, but overall the running game has been stopped pretty much dead in their tracks here as the Clippers have been playing really good on the front. One wide receiver each side. Love, shotgun, takes the snap, throws it left side. He's got a man. That one shakes the tackle at the 35-yard line, down to the 33-yard line. Braylon Griffiths. And Griffiths gain a 7 on that play. Spartans, a little bit of momentum here, moving down the field here on this drive. 50-14. Under 9 minutes to go, 8:45 to go here.
Against this passing attack that BPC has gone to in the second half, both defensive tackles are out of the game for Amboy. They've moved one of their linebackers, and that was a kid that got the sack. Caden Heath is playing nose tackle in the 3-man front. So they've abandoned the 4-man front. They expect BPC to pass in every play.
2nd down and 3, ball at the 33-yard line. 8:20 to go. Love in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Good protection, throws that one deep left side, looking for the end zone. That one, he comes down with it. That's a touchdown. What a play by Jonathan Harrell. Through 2 defenders, comes down with a touchdown, Spartans. How about that little Randy Moss there, PJ Stone? Just go up, I'm going to go get it. And he did.
1v2, and he wins it. 33-yard touchdown pass, his first reception, 5th different player to catch a pass today for the Spartans. And even though Amboy goes to the defensive posture against the pass with 3 defensive backs, somehow the Spartans score anyway.
Threw it into double coverage. It didn't matter. What a play by Jonathan Harrell. Now the 2-point try, 50-20 our score. 8:10 to go here in the fourth. Love got Huffman back there with him. Here's the snap, wide snap, able to come down with it, throws that one towards the end zone, and I think he's got it. He's got it. 2-point try is good for Braylon Griffiths. 50-22 our score. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here. Touchdown for the Spartans just moments ago. Beautiful pass by Talon Love, and an even better play by Jonathan Harrell, able to go up over 2 defenders and come down with it. And the Spartans, even though they're down big, they're still fighting. They're down 28 here in this ball game.
Well, you like to see it, that they continue to play hard and try to put points on the board. That was the 15th pass attempt of the day for Love, and he's thrown 2 touchdown passes here in the second half to go with 1 in the first half. He's completed 8 of those 15 passes, so not a bad day through the air.
And he's sitting on the bench right in front of us, BJ, and he's still grabbing at that leg. He took a shot on that drive, but was able to stay in the ball game. But he's going to be hurting here on Sunday morning.
Well, he got hit pretty hard on that 10-yard run that they spotted for 13.
Here's the pooch kick, and able to fall on it are the Clippers. Number 3, Cody Wynn, able to land on it. And that is where the Clippers will take over. Ball's at the 44-yard line. 8:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll see how aggressive the Clippers are here in this situation. Up 28. You'd hate to lose guys because you stay aggressive in a situation like this, but every coach is different. Every mindset's a little different, so we'll see how they do. Eddie Jones, but still out there.
Spartans are 1 short on defense. There's only 7 out there.
Here's the snap. They hand it off, and there's a big hole right side.
That's the guy that was missing.
McKendry wide open, 20-yard line, 15-10. There's a touchdown, 67 yards for Josh McKendry, just adding to his afternoon. And it's hard to play when you only got 7 men out there on the field there, BJ. You called it.
The guy that was missing was the left defensive back, and that's exactly where the play was going. And was it Talon sitting over here on the bench, and nobody got in there to replace him. And the Spartans went at that, playing 1 man short. Now 11 on 10 at the 11-man game is one thing, but 8 on 7?
Oh. That's tough to overcome here. 1 play, a touchdown for Amboy, 56-22.
And the Spartans still only have 7 on the field.
Here's the snap. They sweep it left side, running towards the corner. Now cutting back into the end zone for the 2-point try. Ed Fry makes it 58-22. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon as Amboy, the number 1 team in the state, showing why here in the second half. They are scoring fast and furious here. 1 play, Josh McKendry adding to his total here this afternoon. Another touchdown run, this one from 67 yards out there, BJ.
14 for 195 for that young man this afternoon, and 3 second-half touchdowns to go with 1 in the first half. A 4 TD day.
So Josh McKendry, one of a number of guys who've gotten touches at the wide receiver or the running back position, I should say. 4 different guys have touched the ball, running the ball here today.
4 running backs and a QB, and the QB very rarely runs the ball. He just facilitates.
Just turn around and hand it off to one of your 4 guys, and it's worked so far here. Amboy, number of firepower here. And it's on full display here in the second half, 58-22. Dark and dreary afternoon here after the rain earlier today. Maybe a sprinkle every now and then, but Rylan McNinch out to kick this one away here for the Clippers. And he low line drive kick. That one caught at the 32-yard line by number 9, Dylan King. So King down at the 32. That's where the Spartans will take over here. Under 8 minutes to go here. BJ, what do you expect from the Spartans here? Down big in this fourth quarter, but we saw in the last possession they're still going to come out there. Do you expect the Spartans to come out and try to score here quickly?
Well, they're going to have a new quarterback to do it as Love stays here on the bench, but I expect them to continue to try to put it in the air.
So Parker Guppy now into the game here as Love still rattled after that last offensive possession. Hopefully he's all right there for the Spartans. Probably a precautionary measure, you would assume. So Parker Guppy, the backup, and another penalty. Delay a game here for the Spartans. And it'll back him up 5 yards.
Communication without Love in the game has been an issue. They played 2 plays with 7 men on defense, and now coming out of a kick return dead ball, they end up with a delay of game.
And it looks like Jacob Schissler going to take a timeout, try to get his guys on the same page. We'll keep it here as a timeout for the Spartans. They've got 2 left. Haven't really seen either team use any of their timeouts here, but what a ball game here so far. And again, it's just that firepower that Amboy has on the offensive side. It's tough for the Spartans to keep up, but they've showed some signs here this afternoon that they can compete. Still got a little ways to go, though, for the Spartans.
It seems to me in my, 17 years of doing high school sports in Illinois that the further north you get in the state, the harder they run the ball, the harder they hit, the better they are. That whole Northwest Conference attitude kind of spreads out through the whole, northwest corner of the state, even in the teams that aren't in that league. Northern what? Upper Illinois Conference.
So after the timeout here, 1st and 15, ball at the 26. Here's the snap. Guppy hands it off to Harrell. Harrell runs his way up the middle, and he is going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him the line of scrimmage, but that's kind of a generous spot there.
3 down linemen still on that play for Amboy, and they move some of their backups into the lineup as well.
2nd down and 14. Jonathan Harrell with the carry on that one. They give him maybe a yard, but Parker Guppy, the backup quarterback, in. Got Huffman on the bench there as well. Maybe just resting some starters here with the score as lopsided as it is, 58-22, 7:15 to go here in the fourth.
Watch your back, Judge, see if he starts the 5-second count.
1 wide receiver each side. Parker Guppy ready for the snap, takes the snap, high snap, hands it off here. Harrell running left side, trying to get to the corner. He's past the 30-yard line, 35, down near the 40-yard line. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 shy. A good run here by Jonathan Harrell. We've seen him running here more here in the second half, and he's been impressive here from time to time.
4 carries, 34 yards.
6:45 to go here, fourth quarter. 3rd down and about 2 upcoming for Parker Guppy and the Spartan offense. 58-22, Amboy with the lead. On their way to their 4th win to start the season, 4-0. Spartans not out of it. I mean, they're down here. Would fall to 2-2. Here's the snap. Guppy going to take it himself, running left side. He makes a move. He's past the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down for Parker Guppy. A gain of 7 on that play.
And just to clarify, when you say not out of it, you're talking about the season and the playoff race, not necessarily the afternoon.
Oh, no, yeah. That's what I mean. 2-2. A lot of teams would certainly take a 2-2 start, especially when you got some of the firepower that they've had here on their schedule here for the Spartans, West Central and Amboy. That's certainly a tough schedule here for the Spartans, but, you go 2-2 through that point. Not too bad in the grand scheme of things. 1 wide receiver on each side for the Spartans now. Parker Guppy, under 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes to go.
Yep, it'll certainly be nice to say that Amboy's on the already played part of the schedule.
Here's the handoff. Harrell is picked up on that play near the 50-yard line and dropped down after a 2-3 yard gain. Jonathan Harrell. Second down and about 8 upcoming. How about that? Trying to get down. The defensive player got a little bit lower on that play. And picking up Jonathan Harrell. 5 minutes to go here, fourth quarter, 58-22. Guppy coming in with the call. Bushnell-Prairie City in no hurry here, but would like to see a good offensive drive to close this one out here for the Spartans. Here's the snap. They take it right side. Here is Guppy, shakes a tackle. Past midfield, he's going to be down near the 45-yard line, about the 46-yard line. Gain of 4 on that play, so 3rd down and 4 upcoming. Brock Beekman sitting on the bench there as well with his starting quarterback, Talon Love, and Lane Huffman, the running back. So a lot of substitutions here in this fourth quarter. Guys coming out, guys coming in. Getting some valuable playing time for the younger kids as we approach 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 4, ball at the 46. One wide receiver on each side here, Parker Guppy. He's got Harrell back there with him. Awaiting the snap here, Guppy. In the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Harrell, left side, tries to go left side at least. Now he's up the middle. He's past the 45-yard line. He'll be about a yard or 2 short. So it'll be 4th down and about a yard and a half. Clock still moving. 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Obviously, the Spartans will go for it here. 4th and short from the Amboy 44.5. I'm going to break it down into half-yard gains if we...
if we need to. 4th down and about a yard and a half. Ball placed just inside the 45-yard line. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. One wide receiver on each side. Parker Guppy. Harrell back there with him. Waiting the snap. They take the snap. Guppy going to take it himself. He's going to have the 1st down. He's near the 40-yard line. As Parker Guppy has been showing off his feet here on a couple of different occasions. He'll have another 1st down here for the Spartans. He'll come back to the line to get his call, and with the clock approaching 2:35. And the Spartans in no hurry here. A lot of backups into this ball game. See Mark Schmidt out there, number 20. Braylon Griffiths out there far side. He's not a backup. He's been in here throughout this game. Here's the snap. Guppy hands it off to Harrell. Harrell runs it left side through a hole towards the 35-yard line, I should say. And he'll be taken down. Jonathan Harrell. Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth.
I'm predicting BPC will keep the ball the rest of the game and try to drive down and score, so I'm going to start totaling stats.
You go right ahead and do that there, Mr. B.J. Stone. We would appreciate that. We'll have those stats for you here in the postgame. Also expect chatting with various head coaches here. Coach Schisler for sure. Might even hear from Scott Payne, the winning head coach for Amboy. Here's the snap with a minute and a half. Harrell tries to bump it outside and hanging on for dear life. Harrell breaks the tackle, and he's going to get near the 1st down line. That was Tucker McCoy hanging on for dear life.
4-yard run.
Trying to make sure that he could get him down, but Harrell breaks it. Gain of 4.
3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 as we're almost to a minute to go here, fourth quarter. Think they'll let Guppy throw this one at any point? I don't know.
Nope.
Probably not.
Going to run on 3rd and 1. There's my pick.
Under a minute to go here. Guppy coming back to the huddle. 58-22. Amboy moving to 4-0 on the year. The Spartans will fall to 2-2. New back in the backfield. That's number 9, Dylan King. And they might just be taking a knee here. The Spartans, they do take a knee. And that might do it. 35 seconds to go. 4th down and now about 2. They may run one more play here. And they won't. They'll go start the handshake lines, and that'll do it. The number one team in the state, flexing their muscles here second half. And Amboy will move to 4-0 and defeat the Spartans here on the road. 58-22 is our final score. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. You get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed, BJ Stone on the call here this afternoon as the Amboy Clippers, number one team in the state, defending state champion, showing why here, especially in the second half. They led 28-6 after one half of football, and then really put it on here in the second half, outscoring the Spartans 30-16, and a final score of 58-22 as we are here in the post game. And BJ Stone, I mean, this Amboy team, very impressive here because they just can go to anybody here. They were 4 deep at running back. It didn't matter who touched the ball this afternoon.
Fullback, 3 tailbacks, quarterback doesn't run the ball much, doesn't need to. He throws well enough, 4 for 7 for 110 in the first half, and didn't even need to throw the ball in the second half. And I think that's going to be their MO for most of the year, get a nice big halftime lead, and then let those backs and the offensive line take care of business. It's going to be a tough team to beat down there in the red and black, and they're number one in the state. They got to be the favorites to repeat the way things look right now.
Well, and with that depth there, especially at the running back position, that certainly bodes well for the Clippers. For the Spartans, you saw glimpses here this afternoon, certainly of some things that are going right, but just tough to keep up with that kind of firepower here for the Spartans this afternoon.
Well, to learn what it takes to beat the best, you got to play the best, and the Spartans did put 3 scores on the board. Defensively, they struggled against this high-output offense, but some yardage today. I mean, positive yardage, over 300 yards of offense for BPC against what is also a stout defense. So, yeah, we saw, let's see, about almost 900 yards of offense here.
That's a lot of offense here. We've got the head coach of the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans, Jacob Schisler, up here in the booth. Do we want to take a break or we want to chat with him? We'll just chat with him before we take up too much more of his time, as he comes up here following the 58-22 defeat here this afternoon. Coach Schisler, tough one here this afternoon against the number one team in the state, but as I was just talking with BJ here, there were signs, glimpses here this afternoon that you guys can compete, and that had to make you feel pretty good here this afternoon.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things we can build on as a team. Penalties really both ways, but the penalties kind of killed us, the mistakes. We didn't let it snowball. They had some big chunk plays, but, that's something. The great thing about being able to play these guys again, we can kind of learn from those mistakes and fix them the next time.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, that just has to be kind of, I was talking about it at halftime, this kind of game, kind of a measuring stick for you guys to what you guys need to be. I mean, this is the class act of 8-man football here in the state of Illinois, and kind of getting this game here and seeing what you guys can do, I mean, that's going to go a long way for this program.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, I tell these guys it's one high school versus another high school. Underneath the helmet, underneath the shoulder pads, this is another high school student just like you. So, got to be physical, got to compete every single play, and they did a heck of a job.
They certainly did, and you guys did a really fantastic job here. Talon Love, I mean, he had a pretty good day in the air here when he got the time, when he got protection up front, able to throw some pretty deep passes there and kind of catch Amboy off guard here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's got a very lively arm for sure, and he definitely let it show today. Didn't really get all of our playmakers in there, but a lot of guys stepped up, trying to get Lane going. We know every single time we go into a game, everybody's pointing to where Lane's at, so it's really hard to get Lane going. But other guys stepped up and made some big plays.
Yeah, you got guys like Brock Beekman making a big play, a 71-yard touchdown catch. Love finishing with 190 yards. Did look like he got shook up there a little bit. Did you take him out for precautionary reasons since the game was so lopsided there down the stretch? What was going on there?
Yeah, he got the wind knocked out of him, and then obviously hurt his good knee. He said he hurt his good knee. So we decided, it's probably smart. Let's get these guys out of here, put the JV in, and make sure we get out of here with no injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. As you guys moved 2-2 on the year here, obviously, when you face the teams that you have faced, you've had some tough competition on your schedule here. 2-2, feeling pretty good though here throughout 4 games of the season.
Absolutely, iron sharpens iron. This is the best team. We want this. We want this hard team. We want the competition. Kind of shows us where we're at. When we get to playoffs, it's not the teams that went 2-7, 1-8. It's the teams that went 9-0, 8-1. So we want these hard teams.
So what kind of adjustments or what kind of things are you going to take from this game here as you guys move on to game number 5 next week then?
The biggest thing, we got to get these guys healthy. There's sickness going through the school. We got guys just can't go. We've got guys down there with, I think they're going to throw up on the sideline. It's just there's a sickness going around, so we got to get healthy first, and then we can take those next steps.
He's the head coach of the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans, Jacob Schisler. Thank you so much for joining us here, Coach, and best of luck here and moving on here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. He's the head coach there, Jacob Schisler, joining us here, and I believe we've got head coach here. We're going to take a quick break, a 30-second break, and we've got head coach of the Amboy Clippers, Scott Payne, joining us here in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed here, joined by the head coach of the Amboy Clippers. They were the winners here this afternoon, 58-22 over the BPC Spartans. Scott Payne joining us here. Coach Payne, thanks for taking the time here. Very impressive here. You guys moving to 4-0 here. And I think the thing that BJ and I were talking about here throughout this entire game was just the fact that you guys are 4 deep. It doesn't matter who you guys give the ball to. They're able to go out there and produce.
Yeah. We have 3 really good tailbacks, and obviously Quinn Leffelman, a fullback. Having him back was huge. And it's nice to have that many options in the backfield. Each one brings a different element to the game.
Well, I will say one thing, though. It kind of looked like you guys maybe I don't know if it was a little rattled or what the case was here, but uncharacteristic mistakes, especially in regards to penalties here this afternoon. What do you kind of take away from that here this afternoon?
Well, there's way too many penalties for us. We're going to have to look at the film and evaluate it and see if it, penalty or not. But, that's something we don't usually have that many penalties in a game. So we're going to address that with our kids and get better at it. And all we can do is work harder and improve on that.
As the defending state champion and the #1 team in the state here in 8-man football, you're going to get every team's best shot, and it felt like you got Bushnell-Prairie City's best shot here this afternoon. They really came out and were impressive on a number of different possessions there. What does a game like this do? You're getting you're getting every team's best shot, but what does a game like this where their best shot was successful against you guys, what does that do for your program moving forward?
It shows what we need to improve on. Obviously, we didn't do very good covering the pass today. We gave up 3 touchdown passes and I don't know how many yards, but and like you said, we are going to get every team's best shot, and the kids know that. We preach it all the time. Every team's going to want to knock us off and beat us, and that's a good position to be in. That means your program's heading in the right direction and it's doing a good job. And and it just shows you what you have to work on the next week in practice.
Well, despite that, you're at 4-0 here on the year. Moving forward here, about to that halfway point, what kind of adjustments still need to be made here on this team as you guys move forward here this season?
Well, obviously our pass defense. We got to improve on that. And as a head coach, you're never really too happy about the run blocking. You can always improve on that. So, those are the two main things that we're going to have to really improve on heading forward here. Like I said, about halfway through the season. So, we got a couple young linemen starting, and they're getting better game by game, and hopefully by the end of the year that it just really clicks for them.
He's the head coach of the Amboy Clippers. The winners here this afternoon, 58-22. Scott Payne, thank you so much, Coach Payne, for coming up and chatting with us here this afternoon, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, he's the head coach there of Amboy here this afternoon as final score once again 58-22. Thank you, Coach, as we are getting all adjusted back up here in the press box. BJ Stone, maybe you want to throw your headset on here real quick if you could and kind of go over some of the numbers that you had there this afternoon. As we said, filling up the stat sheet, nearly 900 yards of offense here. Very impressive there, especially by Amboy. Let's hear some of the numbers that you got here this afternoon.
All right, we'll start with the running game. 14 for 185 for McKendree. Josh McKendree leads the way in yardage, also scored 3 second-half touchdowns, had 1 touchdown in the first half. 146 yards on 10 carries for Braden Klein. He scored on a 47-yard jaunt in the first quarter. 13 for 67 for the fullback, number 21, Quinn Leffelman. He scored 3 times in the first quarter as well. And then 1 touchdown, 62 yards on 7 carries for Ed Fry. You have 4 guys over 60 yards. All 4 of them scored. When you add in the 2 carries for 3 yards for the quarterback, Eddie Jones, you come up with 46 rushes, 463 yards unofficially, 10 yards per rush. Jones was 4 for 7 for 110 yards and 1 interception. 3 catches for 89 yards for the very talented defensive end / tight end, Caleb Llanos. I know you like him a lot. Yeah. 21 yards on 1 reception from McKendree. The 16 penalties for 130 yards, the only bad spot really for Amboy, but they overcame most of those. For the Spartans, go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, it gave them a chance to get more offense. That kind of led to that offensive total, you would argue there. And so many penalties on the offensive side, that's kind of what led to it. But anyway, go ahead there, sir.
For the Spartans, they ended up being led in rushing by their backup in the second half, who came in, number 2.
Jonathan Harrell there.
Jonathan Harrell with 8 carries for 48 yards. Lane Huffman at 7 for 41. Quarterback Talon Love, 10 for 34, and 4 for 16 for Parker Guppy late in the game. 29 rushes for 139 yards. Passing, Love was 8 for 15 for 192 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. One of the touchdowns was 71 yards, and it went to Brock Beekman, who finished today with 3 catches for 126. The only catch for Harrell ended up being a 33-yard touchdown pass, and then 3 receptions for 26 yards for Braylon Griffiths, 2 for 10 for Lane Huffman, as they had 4 different guys catch the ball as well. Spartans ended up with a total of 329 yards on offense, but the Clippers ended up 573 yards unofficially on offense.
That's a lot of offense here, and they showed why they're the number 1 team here in the state, and they moved to 4-0. The Spartans fall to 2-2. That's going to do it for our broadcast here. Thank you so much for joining us here. For Aaron, our cameraman, and BJ Stone, my name's Wyatt Reed. Thank you so much for watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.